It's been all right thus far.
Mm-hmm.
The Lynx have this one big Shepherd. She looked decent right now. That's the person who has impressed me the most in the first half thus far. I don't know her first name, but she was looking tough. You got the Knicks winning tonight?
Yes.
You a hater.
I think the series. No, Mars, you don't believe that the Knicks are going to lose. You just want the drama. That's really what you
Yes,
want.
absolutely. Absolutely. I want the drama. Absolutely.
That's all you want. You want the drama.
I want to see the 3-1 comeback. I don't know what to tell you. I want to see the
I
3-1
want the
comeback.
drama too. I just don't think that. I want the drama too. I would love to see. Don't forget, Mars, I had the Boston Celtics winning the NBA championship. I would love to see them come back from a 3-1 deficit and beat the Knicks and shut Madison Square Garden down. Because if we're being honest, they left Boston on, what's today? Today's Friday. They left Boston on Wednesday night. The Knicks saying, we can't come back up here. If we come back up here, it's going to be bad for us. Real bad for us. We cannot come back up here. With that being said, I would love to see them close the doors in Madison Square Garden tonight. Because if the Celtics win, I can't see them getting out of Boston alive with a win. I can't see it.
The way I look at it, I look at this 3-1 thing the same every time. All they got to do is win one game 3 times. That's what they got to do. And I think Boston can win one game. Well, now for them 2 times. I think they can do that. Just don't play Porzingis any minutes, and they got a shot. That's where I'm at. Every time
Porzingis does not need to play 1 minute.
Yep. Every time Porzingis is out there, the Knicks go up by 20. Just don't play Porzingis, and you don't have to come back. He's clearly not well. You don't need to keep playing him for no reason. Play Al Horford, Luke Cornett, make it work. There's no reason for KP to be out there sabotaging the team. Someone said something in the chat. I want to find who said it because it actually made me think about something I've never thought of before. Bear with me. Where were they? Maybe I made it up, but I thought someone said it. Someone said if that Jaylen Brown pulls off the 3-1 comeback, he's over Paul George all time. I've never thought about Jaylen Brown versus Paul George.
That's never been a conversation with me, ever.
Yeah, I've never thought about that in my life. But who do you think's better, Jaylen Brown or Paul George?
Now, remember too, Mars, Paul George, for this generation, he's their LeBron James. Like, he's the prototype small forward in terms of game.
I've seen Ace Bailey talk about it.
Right. So, for Jaylen Brown to pull this off, you know how winning and getting to the East Finals and championships, you know how they sway people's decisions. I'm one of those people. But my decision gets swayed when things are close. I've never thought about having a conversation between Jaylen Brown and Paul George, even though similarly they both have mishaps in the playoffs. They're both flawed, but I think that Paul George is a little more skilled than Jaylen Brown. I think he's better with the peel. I think he's a better scorer. I think he's a much better defender. I think he's a better one-on-one player. I think he's a better decision maker. But he's one of those players that when it goes bad, it goes really bad. And I think that he's one of those guys, and he told it to us. I feel like he's better in a complementary role, very much like what Jaylen Brown is, to be honest with you. I think Jaylen Brown is better in a complementary role. We didn't get to see.
I think Paul George is way better. Sorry, you can carry on, but I think Paul George
we didn't get to see Paul George in a complementary role in his younger days as much as I would have liked to. Like him and Carmelo Anthony and Russell Westbrook, no. Absolutely not. On paper,
that team lost to Utah. They lost to Utah.
Yes, and Portland.
That was Melo weren't there when they lost to Portland.
No, he wasn't.
That was just him and Paul George. Russ and Paul George.
Right. So, I mean, and player for player, I don't think that him and Paul George are comparable. I think Paul George is a better player than him, but I mean, I can see how people can get. I can see how people can get wrapped up in winning. I can dig it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Paul George is like way, way better. But I don't know. Maybe I'm underrating Jaylen Brown a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there was a power chat. Let me read that. Um, where did it go? Okay. I'm not gonna read his name, but he said hot take for next season. The Orlando Magic will be the number 1 seed, and Devin Booker will find himself in the conference finals. Which one of those takes do you think is more realistic? Devin Booker in the conference finals next year, or Orlando or the number 1 seed?
I think Orlando in the conference finals because it depends on the suitor with it depends on the suitor with Devin Booker. And Phoenix has said that they're not interested in trading Devin Booker, but I'm sure that if the right deal came along, they would be interested in talking. So with that being said, the Orlando Magic, with the crew that they have, with the health they've had one of the best defenses in the league. So with them having one of the best defenses in the league, I think that they could be one of the top seeds in the East. I don't think that they could be the best team in the Eastern Conference. I'm not going to go that far because I feel like both France and Paolo's game aren't there yet for them to be that good. But I do feel like they could be a top 3 seed next year. I think that.
They
I'm
could
not
go on
going
a
as far.
Houston type run. That's where I'm at. They could go
Yeah,
on a
I'm not.
Houston
I'm not
type
going
run.
as far as say that they'll be the best team in the East. No, I'm not doing that. But I will say that the East is open. You know, with Jason Tatum now going down and Giannis has. I, I'm still not entertaining this Giannis thing. I have yet to hear from Giannis that he wants
He's
out.
gonna be in Milwaukee. I'm trying to tell people, man.
I think he is
He's
too.
not
If I'm
going anywhere.
Milwaukee, I'm not trading him. I'm not.
You can
Mm-mm.
never convince me to trade Giannis. I've already
Mm-mm.
traded Kareem. I'm not trading Giannis as well. Well, I look like just trading the 2 best players my franchise ever gonna see.
I said the same thing about Kirk. I said the same thing about Mitch Kupchak. If you think I'm trading Kobe Bryant and Shaq on my watch, you crazy.
No way. Yeah,
Hell no, am I doing that? Mm-mm. That's not happening. Cat, you got the nuts for this? Call Anthony Towns. Do you have the nuts for this? Yes or no?
he can do what he wants. Boston gonna win regardless.
Mm.
We don't worry about no cat. OG gonna have a better game. The NBA is making it. We're gonna have two game sevens. So it's gonna be Knicks Boston game 7. Then it's obviously gonna be Nuggets Thunder game 7. Then it's setting up for a Timberwolves Nuggets rematch, and then a Boston Pacers rematch. Like I can see the vision already. Like
Boston and I think the Knicks know that they got to win tonight. They know that. They have to know that. Even though all the heat still is on Boston, it still is. You lose, you out. It's just going to be a lot harder for us. A lot harder if we have to go back to Boston.
so, whoever wins tonight wins the series.
I think so, Mars. Yeah. Yeah.
But obviously, if the Knicks win, they obviously win the series. But
Sure. I'm on record saying it. If we end up in a game 7 in Boston, I don't think that they let them out of there with a win. I don't. Mm-mm.
what happened to my best player is better than your best player?
Nothing has happened to it. Now, don't forget, Mars, when I saw that the last time, Jason Tatum ended up rolling his ankle. But my best player in this particular situation, I don't think he has been in these last 3 games. Your best player has not been better than my best player. That's not been going on. Your best player has actually, my best player has actually outplayed your best player, which is the best player in the series.
Shout out to Derek White. Oh, nice. Rudy Gobert broke up with his girlfriend. Nice.
To tell your pregnant woman that she got to go, it's some wild shit going on in that house.
That's Ant's leadership. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no way I'm telling my pregnant woman that she got to go with the 1-year-old kid. There's some wild shit going on in there for him to throw both of them out.
People say that a team takes the identity of its best player. Maybe it translates to off the court too. I don't know.
Maybe.
That's what I heard. People say that teams take the identity of their leader, their best player. So we're really just doing what everyone on the team does, apparently. These games start so late. God damn.
For real, yo. 8 o'clock or what?
If the shoe fits, Breck. If the shoe fits.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think number 32 is Sportney. Isn't Hauser supposed to play? Yeah, he played in game 5.
Chill, she must have did some wild shit.
Oh, hello, Ox.
That's what I'm thinking, Ox.
What up, Mars? You know, that's crazy. What? Yeah, go ahead.
That's what I'm thinking, Ox. Like Ox, it's one thing to break up with a girl. When you got a 1-year-old kid and she pregnant and you throwing her out,
Yeah.
it's some wild shit going on in there for that to happen.
Yeah, man. Shit, whatever it is, I hope they work it out though. You know what I mean? Sure. Definitely. I love to see
no Porzingis in the starting 5. Okay, nice.
You know, I love, man. I love, y'all. Hope everything works out for them.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Check out Luke Cornett.
They know to start him. He the best 7-2 guy on the team.
Is Classic in the chat? Where Classic at?
He there.
Yeah, he down there. I seen him.
What y'all got today? Oh, that's
We gonna be in game 7.
Okay.
Until I see Porzingis, then I've got Knicks in 6. But as long as Porzingis don't play, then I got a game 7 happening.
Is this just a switch in transition? Did they get mismatched in transition, or is Jaylen guarding Jaylen?
I actually didn't. I don't know. I'd have to see a half court possession to know what the matchups are.
Yeah.
We'll get it, big man. Up with it.
Oh, that's what he wasn't about to finish that. That was a good catch.
Up with it.
It was really good.
He wasn't about to finish that. He ain't that type of.
Nope.
Yeah. Give him something he can work with.
He was wide open.
If you 7-2 and have to jump that high to catch the ball and your back's to the basket,
Jaylen, what the hell?
Finish that.
Hey, is that Drew's turnover? Because he's the one who touched it before it went out right there.
No, I don't. Because he didn't have control. I'd assume it would have been given to Jaylen Brown. That's a tough finish. Oh my god,
that's a nice cat. That's the cat we need. Like we need to see in these playoffs. The Knicks need Cat to be aggressive.
Yeah, Jaylen is on Jaylen, and he just picked up an early foul. So might want to change the matchup.
Somebody in the
Pistons fan is asking how to watch WNBA games. If you want to give him the source, Ox.
They start this week. You're on cable. What you mean? Just turn your TV on. Turn your TV
on, Pistons fan.
Who you talking about? Tubi? That's crazy.
Oh my god!
Nice job.
That was a nice finish.
Nice job, yo.
What chance? Oh, I think they're on ABC this weekend.
Nope.
The next one, GG's. It's over. Okay, it's over.
You hit the rim and you hot. You hit the rim and you hot.
No game 7 for us. Oh, they did switch the matchup.
Yeah. Nope.
Well, as long as everybody's clanking threes, it's still action.
Ooh.
Turnover.
The hell is going? Hey, somebody call a timeout. Let's get this back together. That's a fact, Eastside. I seen that too.
Nope. Nuh-uh. That's cash. Yup. Nope.
Good board. Grab the ball, big fella.
100 Brits versus 100 Americans. Straight hands, no weapons. Who wins?
Type of questions you asking. Mars? You have a take on that?
I don't know. Probably. I don't know. I don't know 100 British people or 100 American people. I couldn't tell you.
Up with it. Up with it, big man.
Oh, man.
Damn.
Derek White just a bad passer.
Yeah, he's giving them bad passes for sure.
Like, these passes are terrible.
That's a fact. There's also WNBA League Pass. That's a fact.
There is. Very cheap, too. Found out about that yesterday.
Come on.
Nope.
Yeah, JB.
Oh, nice. Okay, maybe it is.
I'm no so like last season I had NBA League Pass, WNBA League Pass, and Euro League Pass. Man, it was good basketball going on.
Yeah, I just had to buy a Euro League pass for the Final Four. Because I wanted to watch that. And then next season I'm gonna watch the Euro League. I'm trying to get more in tune with just basketball in general outside of the NBA.
So I assume you're gonna purchase the WNBA League Pass?
I already have. I got it on my other monitor.
Oh, you did? You said
I told you. I remember I told you last season. I said next season I'm gonna be watching the WNBA.
Hell yeah! We got him, yo. We got him.
He in. Yep.
I got it on right now. Minnesota versus Dallas. It's on my other screen right now.
I knew it was gonna happen.
Good defense.
That's
not.
Yeah. I was gonna.
That's not a foul.
Wow,
that's not a foul.
The game's on already? I thought the game was coming on after this.
No.
Why is that a foul?
This is the first game of the season.
Why is that a foul?
Yeah. It started about half an hour ago, maybe.
That's not a foul.
You're not locked in, Alex. I'm more locked in than you.
That is not a foul.
I thought it started.
Wow, that is not a foul.
Matter of fact, not today. I thought it was Sunday. I thought the game started Sunday.
Nah.
I'm tripping. Hold on. Damn, this game.
Good defense. Let's go. We running.
Easy finish. Yep.
Yep. Nice job, yo.
Jaylen Brown really like one of the best transition players in the NBA, like every year.
That Dallas Minnesota game is going to be good too.
Foul.
It's been
I really don't think it's going to be good. I think Minnesota's going to spank them, but still.
Yeah, it's close right now.
Damn, Drew.
Nope.
Oh, that's off Cat. That's off Cat.
Stay right here.
Damn, Cat. Oh, hello, John D.
Who is Alvin Einstein? I know who Albert Einstein is, but who is Albert Einstein?
I've never heard of Alvin Einstein.
Never heard
Probably
of
his brother, who just was lesser known because he wasn't a genius and stuff.
That's fine. I'm gonna search that. Let's see if Alvin is a real person. Let me see.
And we need to get back to Luke Cornett shooting threes, man. I'm tired of this pick and roll stuff.
Short.
Why you shoot that? God damn.
Oh, so Alvin Einstein is Dr. Alvin Einstein. Hold on.
See, he was a doctor. He just wasn't smart enough.
What? Well, he's a fictional character. Actually, Dr. Alvin Einstein is a rocket scientist, aerospace engineer, marine biologist, and inventor.
Good shot.
He is seen studying marine life. He's a character in Curious George, basically.
Oh.
Foul. Nope. Get that out. Defense.
Going on soft as hell.
That's cash. Nope.
Nah. Oh my God.
Nice job, yo.
You thought that was cash, chill?
It looked good. It looked good.
They be showing him like at every Knicks game.
Nope. Nothing.
OG's got 2 blocks already, I think.
Nothing.
OG not playing.
Yeah, I mean, he had a bad
That's
game.
Cash right there.
Yeah, he had to lock in.
Yep.
Yeah, we
want to talk about it, coach?
Yeah, we might need a timeout.
You want to talk about it, coach? Okay. I like what the Knicks are doing. I like what the Knicks are doing in transition.
Oh, look, Walt Frazier.
I love
nice.
that.
Check him out.
I love that. I love
Seen
that.
people say Jaylen Brunson a better Knick than Walt Frazier. I disagreed.
I do too. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
they
John
said
D
he's
be
better than
gangbanging.
Carmelo. They said
the forgotten one in the chat, like he says hot take stuff. Like he doesn't say stuff that really has any. That stuff that he says, it doesn't really have any merit. It's just hot take stuff.
What the hell did he say?
But I could dig it. Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you said for going one, but chill out, man.
He said that he said that they win the NBA championship. Walt Frazier, who's been there for 3 years, not Walt Frazier, I'm sorry, Jaylen Brunson, who's been here for 3 years, if they win the NBA championship, he's better than Walt Frazier.
But Walt Frazier won a championship too.
Yeah, he also won a championship too. Don't believe that. Right? Don't leave that part out. Do not leave that part out. Hey, buddy, are you serious, B? Like, are you here again? Is this what you do all day long? Did you just chase me around the internet and just talk about me? Is that what you do? Like, is that what's going on with your life? Is that what you do all day long? Just chase me around the internet and talk about me. Nigga, get a life. What the fuck? This nigga for real is a loser. Like, nothing going on with him. Nothing going on with this dude. Straight loser. A straight loser. Nothing going on with this dude. Straight loser. Cheese too.
Oh, damn, cheese.
Cheese too. Straight fucking losers, yo. Like imagine somebody chasing you around all day, every day on the internet. That's all they do. Is chase you around. That's all they do. And if you wasn't thinking about me, my man, then if you wasn't thinking about me, then why you talking to me? Why, explain that. Explain to everybody here. When you said I wasn't even talking to you. So who was you talking to when you said calling the pot, calling the kettle black? Tell everybody here who you was talking to, my man. Go ahead. Since you want this energy, I'm gonna give it to you. Tell everybody here who you was talking to, my man. Go ahead. Tell everybody here who you was talking to. Please. Tell everybody who you was talking to here. Tell everybody. No. Tell everybody here who you was talking to. Tell everybody who you was talking to, my dude. Tell everybody who you was talking to. If you wasn't talking to me, who were you talking to then? Tell everybody. You cannot not talk about me. Straight loser.
Check out Larry.
Straight loser ass dude. Weird as hell. Nothing about you is thorough. You a weird ass dude. That's what you are. Weird. All the way around. Weird ass dude. Super duper weird. Get the fuck out of here, man. Weird ass nigga. 3 hours today on the panel. And then here he is tonight. Straight weird ass dude. And Brunson, you weird as hell too. Weird ass dude. I ain't realize how weird internet dudes are. Weird ass dude. Super weird. Holy
Ox
shit.
had the best crash out of the day for what, 6 hours? Damn.
Mars, what I said earlier, that was not a crash out. That was just me simply saying we got to stop trying to get clicks off of Kobe Bryant's name. I think it's disrespectful.
So whose name should we use instead?
Here we go.
KD? Can we use Kevin Durant?
You can chill on KD.
I don't know. I mean, shit, like where I'm from, I think we supposed to respect it there. You know what I'm saying? And that's not but in saying somebody, you know what I'm saying, saying somebody's better than Kobe, I don't think is disrespectful. But just every time something happens, just throwing Kobe's name in it. That's just
nice job, big man.
Oh no, I agree
I'm,
with that.
you know,
For
I'm
sure.
not,
right
I'm
now
not,
from Drew getting
I'm not,
downhill.
you know, my
like
word
that.
ain't law though. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel.
Nah, I'm with you. Kobe stay being the bar for like anything that's happening. All of a sudden, are they better than Kobe?
No
And
action. No
people
action
used to
today.
defend it by saying, "Oh no, we're
Zero.
just comparing guards," because they were like, "Oh, when it was Steph Curry or SGA," and it's like I heard them do it about Giannis.
Nah,
It's like,
rebound that.
he's a power
Nope.
forward, so I don't know. People just be
Yeah.
kind of weird on that.
But you know, I can't.
Yes, I do. I do it year round. Dubs.
What the hell?
God damn! So no one can find Cornet
What
today.
the hell was that?
How you
Yeah.
like for somebody to be that
No.
Here he comes.
big? What's going on with the Hulu?
No game
Okay, here we
7,
go.
guys.
Damn, I gotta change this.
If he come in and start
that.
hooping, then shout out to him, man.
That's crazy to boo him because he tore his ACL with y'all, man. That's cold. He don't deserve that.
Oh, they booing KP?
Yeah.
I think they booing him because he sucked.
What happened? Nothing. Nope. Nothing. Rebound.
First play of the game.
Got a rebound.
Stuff.
You got a rebound. You got a rebound.
Chill, y'all playing the Yankees?
Yes. What you call it? Got booed.
Oh yeah. So they're playing in the Bronx.
Of course.
Nice job, big man. Rebound.
Jesus Christ. How hard is it to rebound?
That's a good shot.
Bucket,
right
yeah,
there.
bucket,
Yes.
yeah.
Rebound.
Nope.
Good rebound. Good.
Pull it, yep.
Nope. Rebound that. And one. Nope. Offensive? Foul. Offensive foul.
He did look like he leaned into it, but
offensive foul.
I might need to re-see that. It did look like he leaned into it.
Well, let's get the replay, y'all. Let's see the replay. What's going on?
No, we gotta see Drew on the floor. Yeah, that's offensive. That's offensive. That's offensive.
That's not his game neither. That's not the way he shoots.
That's clearly offensive.
Yes,
that's clearly offensive.
That's not the way he shoots.
Damn, he made the shot too, so he did all of that for no reason.
No help, big man. You and him. No help there, big man. You and him. Nope.
Bro. Oh my God. Why is he on the court?
Nope. Rebound. That's a foul. Yep. Foul. Good call, yo. Good call.
Oh my God, I'm getting sick of this guy.
This one's gonna be a rough one, y'all. I can see how it's going.
Are we looking at like a 93, 89 game?
We'll be happy if we see 90 points at this point.
Yeah, could be.
Looking like a 77, 72.
Whoever wins this one's gonna be ugly.
Nice job, big man. Nice job, big fella.
That's what you don't do that shit now, Cat. Just keep going with the rim. That's what you.
Oh damn! He forgot he had defensive responsibilities. He was too busy flexing.
Nice job, yo. Nice job.
He was so busy flexing, he forgot that he kind of had to like be in front of the ball. But you know, at least he was flexing.
But you got to know, like Jaylen Brown is taking Mikal to the rack. Right?
I like that, taking advantage of a mismatch and going quick too. That's the thing I like about him.
That ain't even a mismatch with him, too. It should be. It should be. Shit.
I mean,
I got Jalen locking Cat for real.
The Minnesota Dallas game is tied at halftime.
Yeah. I gotta redo my subscription real quick.
Down the rest of the team 1 for 9? God damn. Why JB not making his teammates bad, man? Oh, Mikal has 2 fouls? Tough.
What's the problem? Oh, we starting this shit?
Oh, they doing Hakamich? Yeah, use the fouls on Porzingis. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Foul Porzingis out. I'm here for this. They got 2.5 minutes. Just use all of Porzingis fouls. That's the bigger benefit than the Mitchell Robinson free throws.
Is that real right there?
Yes. A left hamstring strain.
Who? Aaron Gordon
Status is in doubt.
Yeah, he did. It looked like he hurt it.
That was.
If AG goes out with the hammy, they're gonna have to do something about this scheduling. Hamstrings, Achilles, and stuff. Man, come on, man.
Muscle and tendon injuries do tend to be just because of like overwork and stuff. So I don't know why playoff games are every other day anyway. I don't
you know who that is, Mars?
Nah.
No. Michael Strahan. Football player.
Oh, yeah.
He used to play for the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Only people I know who have played for the Giants is Odell Beckham and Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah. What about Plexico? You don't know Plexico? No. Okay.
One of the Mannings played for the Giants.
Yeah, the weak
Eli
one.
Manning. Mm-hmm.
The sorry one.
You mean the one who could beat Tom Brady as opposed to the other one who couldn't?
Oh, come on, chill.
I just want to put that out there. I'm just saying.
This always threw me off when people say like, "Oh, this quarterback beat the other one." Like they don't even go on the field at the same time. Always threw me off. But dub narratives.
Cook him.
Good.
Pick on him. Don't bail him out with that.
Okay, we'll take it. Okay, we'll take it.
Hey, JB start making jumpers. Ooh.
Well, see, if you notice, Porzingis' screen is what caused that to happen.
Hey, don't credit Porzingis for anything, man. We don't.
Rebound.
Now look. See, now look. Now Cat trying to get it back like that. You got Jaylen Brown. I told you that's not a mismatch. Chill. He's not going to take
this a mismatch. But this should be a mismatch.
No help over there. You and him. No help over there. Yes.
Swing.
Oh, swing.
Come on,
rebound. Baby. Good rebound, big fella.
You get credit for the rebound.
One right there.
You can get some credit for the rebound, KP. You can get some credit for that rebound. That's the first thing you've done this series. That was good.
Watch.
Shoot it.
He's not even going to go at him.
Clearly leaving him wide open. That's cash right there. Yup.
Has to be. Damn, OG. This is a bad time to go in a slump. I ain't going to lie.
Good rebound, big fella. Way to get on the glass, big man.
This is a very bad time for OG to go on a slump. This is a very bad time.
I like that, Cat.
Oh, no. Please.
No way. Nope. No way.
OG, I'm telling you, OG better wake up on this offensive side of the basketball court.
Turnover, yup. I seen that rip coming.
Porzingis better just get off the court. Need it.
Nope. Good rebound.
You know, chill. Just for that comment right there, Jaylen Brown's going for 30 tonight.
No way. Nope.
It's full. Man.
Turnover. Ooh.
He trying to throw dumb passes.
Hey, Tibbs better than me.
Oh my God.
Okay. I don't even care that you made it.
Okay, we'll take it.
Get off the court.
Oh.
Yo, why you don't like KP Morris?
Because he been stinking the whole playoffs and he's not well. Don't play him. The guy been sick the whole playoffs. I have to hear how he can't breathe. And then you're playing him every game.
No help over there.
Every time he's out
Take him. Get that shit out of here.
My fault, KP. Go hoop.
Get that shit out of here.
Take him up. Give him one, ref. Give him
go hoop, KP.
Get help, big fella.
Give him one right there, ref.
Get help, big fella.
Who you yelling at?
So
soft
ass. My fault. Go hoop.
Nice job, big man.
Hey, if he decides to hoop today, my bad.
That age shit is so corny with y'all dudes. That shit is super corny.
Man, I can't. I'm not even acknowledging that shit. That's weird. That's weird to even play about.
Corny with y'all dudes. It ain't corny.
Hey, Chill, have you ever seen a ref? Have you ever seen a ref like press a player, like a player yell at him and a ref kind of buck up like, "Who are you talking to?" Have you ever seen
absolutely.
a ref do that in the NBA?
Why am I? I just seen him. Why am I? Billy, I forgot his name, but Rondo got in his face and he was like, "I know what you want to do. I know." Oh man, I forgot. I want to say this was when Rondo was with the Celtics. Yeah, he was in his face and he had gotten tossed and Rondo was in his face and Rondo was getting held back and he was like, "I know, I dare you to do something." Yeah,
that's fine. Mm-hmm. He was gonna put the tips on Rondo.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Kennedy.
That's him. Yes, sir. That's him.
I was just talking to Ron a minute ago. He out there. He out in this tournament. He swear he was getting busy today. He swear he was going to work today.
If you let Ox tell it, I mean, if you let Ron tell it, boy. Yo.
He swear he was in this prime D Wade mode today.
Mm-hmm.
I was so shocked when I found out that Bad Bunny was a guy. I did not know for a while. And that's not no disrespect. It's just like, I don't expect you to be a man. Your name is Bad Bunny, you know. So
I wanted to let people know he a Bad Bunny.
Google, nigga. Why would I Google Bad Bunny? Like, why would I just say, you know what? Let me Google and see who Bad Bunny is. Oh, yep, I got you on the VIP. We got 17 VIPs left, y'all.
Oh, damn. Claire ain't do her job? Tough.
Nah, shit. I mean, Claire gave out over 80 of them.
How many do we have?
100.
Oh.
Mars, we done stepped up, man.
Yeah, I didn't know we was rich like that. I ain't know that. I'll be going to some rooms and they be having 5.
Is she here, by the way?
She was a little bit ago.
Okay.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know we was up like that.
Now people are asking for him. I got you. Hold on, Max. I got you, Max. What? Hold on.
Jaylen Brown is the best bad shooter I've ever seen.
And I mean that as a bad shooter?
Yes, he's the best bad shooter I've ever seen.
I'm thinking of bad shooters. Now,
Aaron Gordon this year is another one, but yeah.
Mars, what's a bad shooter? Is that a shooter who shoots shots that he can't make, or he doesn't make enough wide open shots?
It's a shooter who can't shoot, but they can shoot. I don't know how to explain it. It's a Jaylen Brown can't shoot, but he can shoot.
So he misses shots that he misses shots he should make, and he makes shots that he shouldn't be making.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know how to explain it. It's just Jaylen Brown. You can't convince me Jaylen Brown can shoot, but he can shoot. So it's like Aaron Gordon is another one. Aaron Gordon can't shoot, but he can shoot. So
I meant to talk to you about that as a coach. Ox, what? Turnover.
Oh, god damn.
Hang on for a second, Ox. I'm still with you. Just give me a second. Good pass.
It's not necessarily a mechanics thing. It's a
go at him, OG. What are you waiting on?
Don't let him off the hook with that.
That's a terrible shot.
Yeah, OG's trolling on offense the last couple
rebound
games.
That's the one right there. That's the one. That's the one right there. Ox, what I was asking is why don't teams run more out of bounds stuff to get buckets? I don't know. Like that was good action right there.
That I don't know. That kills me. You know, I think we've talked about it before. I think scoring on out of oh my bad, Cheerio. But I think scoring out of bounds plays is a big deal. Like you can win games right there.
Oh, I don't think he was meant to say how many VIPs we have, Ox.
Yeah, that's why I just said my bad, Cheerio. I didn't know.
Yeah, you Ox blowing up the spot.
Yeah, I didn't know he was that rich.
Yeah, hey, loose lips sink ships. My bad, Cheerio.
Ox is ladies and gentlemen in the chat. Ox is misinformed. We do not have 100.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought we only had
we do
like
not have 100
10.
of those.
Yeah,
no, that's not true.
I
so, Rashad, yo, timeout.
Yeah.
We're not gonna use a timeout with 50 seconds left. You guys just gonna have to hoop for 50 seconds. Figure it out.
Going. Keep rolling.
Notice how the Knicks started going on a run when Porzingis was in the game. By the way,
good job.
Good move.
Up with it, big man.
Good move. By the way,
up with it, big man.
Praising this.
Up with it, big man.
Get this move out. Good move.
Yeah, job, big man.
It was initially. He just didn't go up
because he sucks. Sick of him, man.
Big screen. We don't got to switch. Screen. We don't have to switch.
Now he gonna die.
Hey, Cheerio. How are you, dear? Turnover.
Catch
Nope.
the ball.
It's a good catch.
Nothing. Oh, don't
Nah,
foul there.
fouling. Oh,
don't have to foul there. Go straight up and straight down.
Knicks are on a 10-0 run. Oh, it was because Al Horford made the putback. Knicks going to be on a 10-2 run because of him.
Who is that hyping cat for dribbling the ball with his left hand? Is that Richard Jefferson?
Oh, you listening to the commentary?
I like to keep it a little low on in the background.
Is Doris Burke commentating?
Nah, I don't think so. I haven't heard her.
Someone say yes. Yeah, definitely not turning this up.
No, I think he said yes. That's Richard Jefferson.
Oh, okay.
Because I haven't heard Doris. Maybe I'm just not listening.
Two people I know I'll never listen to: Reggie Miller and Doris Burke. Ugh.
I like Reggie.
Oh my god, he just like be yapping.
Mm-hmm. Doris Burke is 100% over there. Yes, she is. I dig Doris Burke. Doris Burke is like Santa Claus to me. Like when I hear Doris Burke, it's like Santa Claus is associated with Christmas. Doris Burke is associated with basketball. When I hear Doris Burke, that means basketball season is here. 100%. I dig Doris Burke. Mm-hmm.
Max is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Look at him. Just keep him on the bench for the rest of the game. If Aaron Gordon genuinely has an actual strained hamstring, he really shouldn't play in Game 7.
Oh,
that's tough.
Nice job, yo.
Tough.
He should not play. I can see him. I can see him giving it a run.
I remember OG giving it a run last year in the playoffs.
Yeah,
remember
I can see him giving it a run.
And he couldn't even move.
No, to see where you at. Yeah, to see where you at. Mm-hmm.
If he strained it, I don't think he should play. Like I understand, like I tried for the team, blah blah blah. But if he just it's just tight or he tweaked it, like you can probably play on that. But if he actually strains it, there's no point going out there. At that point, you're just gonna hurt the team for the 2.
And on top of that, it's just gonna. Is he gonna make it worse? Is my question, because
you run that risk,
right? So I mean, if they win, they're gonna need him for the playoffs.
They can't win without AG though, chill.
Right.
One game?
I don't know. I don't think so, but I mean, but with that being said though, if his hammy is messed up, like he shouldn't play regardless.
That's right.
If it's that serious, like win or lose, like you can't put your career in jeopardy. Like if it's a rolled ankle or something and it just hurts, like I think you should be able to play. You know what I'm saying?
These muscle injuries ain't none to play with, man. Yeah, especially hamstring, because hamstrings don't even be healing right half the time. Like you gonna play on that? That's just
well. First of all, there's really nothing that you could do about it except rest.
Right, rest. Just resting. That's it, right? Rest and heat, or
nothing that you could do about that.
Yes, I mean they talk about ice compression, elevation, all them good old things.
Good old right.
I seen people on Twitter talking about how they lost respect for Steph because he ain't even try. Like
that man is 30. How old is Steph? 37?
Just turned 37 in March.
Yeah, come on, bro. You can't.
He's gonna be 38 next playoffs. Like, we know.
You can't play like that at all, man.
And on top of that, Steph told us because he know his body. Like he's tried to play through this before. This ain't the first time he's had a hamstring injury in 17 years. He did
say that he was on track to be back for Game 6. He did say that. So the Warriors should have just been able to get one. But you know.
Then you look at
it isn't Journey, whatever your Journey or whatever your name is. This is the first one we heard about. This is not the first time this has happened to him in 17 years. So kill that.
I don't know Steph's injury history to confirm that, but
so
it'll be impressive if he's played sports his whole life. And
why are you talking to me? I can scream if I want to scream. You always talk about somebody being weird. Who are you, keyboard warrior? Who are you?
Oh my god.
Damn, and Cheese got a picture of me. Look at Cheese got a picture of me. Y'all dudes live for me. I can't believe this. You dudes really do live for me. Like we got
Allen Houston jersey.
We for real got we for real got the Eastern Conference Like
That's
the winner
fire.
of this goes to the Eastern Conference. You motherfuckers are here trolling me. That's what you dudes are doing. I thought you weren't talking to me, jerk off. I thought you weren't talking to me.
You see how tall that dude is though? Next to Allen Houston, that's a big dude.
I thought you wasn't talking to me, jerk off. Why you talking to me? Explain that to everybody. I thought you wasn't talking to me, jerk off. Rockhead, crack pipe. Why you talking to me? I thought you wasn't talking to me. You can't help yourself, loser.
Check out
Straight weirdo. You can't help yourself. Fuck out of here.
Harden's burner said Peyton has a winning record against Brady in the playoffs. We have to stop the Brady glaze. He isn't top 3. Nice. And Pistons fan said, saw this idea on TikTok and wanted to hear you guys' thoughts. Bring back the NBA award show and have it in between the play-in and the playoffs with a few days break in between to allow a little rest for the players. I don't know how the timing would work out, but they could also possibly have the draft lottery in between that time as well to extend the rest period. Also, I think all awards should be known before the playoffs anyway. You guys agree with that?
No, I don't.
I don't know. I don't think it's a bad idea. I don't know. I don't mind them just rolling it out how they do it now. It doesn't really matter. I don't think it matters. But I do think that, you know, it's a good idea to try to find these players an extra day or so of rest as much as they can.
That's twice he did that, by the way.
I just don't care about the awards. So whenever they reveal them, they reveal them.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
I find out who wins on Twitter. It's like, oh, this guy won. Okay.
I remember one time I had caught the ball like on the block and I tried to turn around, fade away. And the dude that was guarding me, he jumped so high to try to block the shot. And I was like, damn, tried to throw it up over him. That shit went over the
rebound.
Backboard. That shit
job,
was embarrassing.
Good job.
How did Giannis win with Drew as his third option? By having one of the worst playoff offenses of all time and having an elite playoff defense. That's how they won.
Screen. Good.
Oh my God.
Nope. Garbage.
Need Derek White to lock in if we're gonna have a chance of Game 7, man.
Good defense.
That's great defense.
Got a foul there.
Big PP.
Yep.
Great defense.
Down 11 is crazy. Can Boston start hooping, please? 3 of 18 outside of Jaylen Brown?
Real. Get with the program, guys.
Oh, damn, do you guys want
y'all remind me what's the remind me what's his name? The assistant coach on the Knicks, like with the gray hair.
Mark Bryant.
I didn't see his Fizdale though. Is Fizdale over there?
Mark Bryant.
Oh,
Mark Bryant? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't see who he was talking about. I don't even know.
Yeah, he ever got a he was a head coach somewhere?
No.
No? Okay.
But he been all he been in the league forever. He's a lifer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Bang
good
that,
offense.
JB.
Good closeout.
Somebody come to him. You already dribbled the
great
ball.
Closeout.
It's a really good closeout.
Great closeout.
That's great defense from
great
him.
defense right there.
That's bad offense, but that's great defense.
Wow. That is great defense right there. Take him. Take him. Yeah, big man.
That's what I'm talking
about. That was
Cat.
nice to avoid the rip. That was nice.
Do that.
Nice job.
Yeah, I don't think we're seeing a Game 7, guys. I don't think we're seeing a Game 7.
Buster in the building?
Maybe over.
Bust a bus. Man, Cat could just do that every time. Just go to
look
work,
at Darkenstein. Need to get him some minutes. Is there a player like Dirk in the league right now? Kevin Durant.
Shit, what about Elson Turner? You like?
He's never been a head coach neither. He's been a lifelong assistant also.
Right. Like Elson. Me and his son, we the same age. We used to play him in high school too. Yeah. Elson was dope.
If the Thunder go out, are the Knicks winning at all? They're not my favorites. Dubs the Money Man said, I believe the Knicks sold Game 5 to win in front of the fans. If they go to the finals, they may set Barclays on fire for fun.
Nobody, no way.
That was the conspiracy about Boston last year, that they blew Game 4 on purpose so that they could win in front of their fans. So maybe the Knicks did something similar. I don't know.
I just don't like that idea, and I don't think anybody that's serious about basketball would do that.
They would not. Playing games is not a thing. It's just not.
Especially playing against Luka Doncic. Like, why would you do that?
No.
Like, Luka can't
Maybe they ain't go
right.
into the game like, yeah, let's lose. But when Dallas took the lead, maybe there just wasn't as much fight as there normally would be to try and come back.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think Denver's a bad matchup for either East team in the finals. Do you agree? I think Denver provides a tough matchup for every team in the league, but they also have their flaws. So
yeah.
I don't know.
I want to get away. Check out my man Lenny. Yeah.
Can AG come back if they win Game 7 without him? I mean, it depends on what grade strain it is. If it's grade 1, then he'd probably be back midway through the Timberwolves series.
Hey.
They keep these cameras on these people for just slightly too long, just to make it awkward.
Hey,
they do it every time, and it's always weird to me. Like they got to do one gesture to the camera and then you get off, but you have them doing 3-4 gestures because you keep it on them for 12 seconds. It's like, goddamn.
Yeah.
Look at that closeout. Man,
I don't know why he took a rhythm.
That's what I'm talking
about. That's another reason why
he
a bad shooter that can shoot.
Damn.
A good shooter shoots that right away, but because he a bad shooter, he needed the rhythm drill.
See? Well, you know what that is, Mars. He's just not ready to shoot. Like being ready to shoot is very important. Have
that's
your
half
feet
the
set.
battle. Yeah, that's half.
Having your feet set where you can just step into it and knock it down.
But he's not a shooter. So that's he's not a shooter. But he makes shots. Yeah, he's not a shooter, but he makes shots. That's Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
Is Mitch better than Einstein?
Having that kickstand set where you could just take that step, catch and bow. You know what I mean?
Plus 32 is crazy. God damn. I don't think Luke is a fake shooter. I don't think Jaylen Brown's a fake shooter. I just think he can't shoot, but he can shoot.
Good. Got the switch
Stop
you wanted.
Threes while you watch a Boston game, by the way.
Yes.
Ironic.
Nope. Got a rebound.
Keep running.
Nice. Oh my god.
Oh my.
That handle's so goddamn weak, yo. Damn, that handle's so weak, man.
Yeah.
For the level of player he is, that handle should not be that weak, yo. It shouldn't be.
Reggie Miller had a weak handle. He was a great player. Yeah. To defend Jaylen Brown a little bit.
Screen. Get around it. Good. Get back. I don't like that switch.
Mikal wasn't going to pass it, so.
Good board.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness.
That's not a weak handle, y'all. That's fighting for the rebound. Y'all are super hyping this right
Relax
now.
on that. Those two things are not the same right there. No.
Man, Derek White better wake up, man.
Yeah, the Knicks ain't exactly killing it.
There we go, OG.
That's a good shot, yo.
Welcome to the game.
They might blow the Knicks. They might blow the Celtics out tonight. They might blow the.
Don't worry, the Celtics gonna start making threes. It's coming. Don't worry.
Josh Hart with 5 assists already.
You gonna take 2 steps back and shoot a corner 3?
Nope.
Sub him out.
How are we supposed to do that more?
Sub him out. What are we doing? Sub him out. The analytics are not a friend. Do not like that shot. Yeah. He looking like 2014 Al Horford with that shot.
Nothing. Oh.
Where's
Oh
my
yo,
God.
good
Where's
shot.
KP getting traded to? He gonna be in Golden State next year.
Or the Lakers.
Nah. He gonna be in
Swing.
Golden State next year. I was just a year early on what I was saying,
Screen.
or
Good
2 years
screen.
early. I can't remember when. Oh my
Nope.
God.
Derek, just how about you just shoot the ball, Derek? God damn, trying to draw
passing-
foul and shit.
Ah,
Just shoot the ball,
my
bro.
fucking fault. That's my fault right there, big. That's my fault, Bridge. My fault. That's what I'm saying to him. My fault. Damn, that's my fault.
KP for Şengün, man. Hell
It was
no.
wide open. Good shot, yo.
We traded for someone with Magic Johnson disease. We good.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to let y'all know that Jaylen Brown did hit his parlay already, or his pick for the
Nope.
parlay
Oh, the
already.
first 5 minutes.
Look up.
Mhm.
Oh, he was open.
Jaylen Brown did his job. Just need everybody else to do theirs.
I need the
What's the problem?
Celtics to start making threes so we can get to this game 7.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Brunson act like he don't want to score today, so he's gonna sell the parlay, y'all.
I forgot he was playing in this game.
He right
Man.
there, Mars. He 100% is right there.
They said Şengün will be included in the Giannis trade if Houston is interested. Okay, they said the sky's blue. I kind of accepted that was going to be the reality.
You said Cali has so many teams. How about we don't have enough teams? Oh man, what they about? The TikTok game.
Oh, they playing. I'll be seeing so many people doing nonsense in this game. Paige has 10 points. Yeah, she a free throw merchant. I keep seeing her at the free throw line every time I look up. Randy NYC said, Mars, how would Fox, Vassell, Sohan, Giannis, Wemby, or any other variation with space to add to the roster not be a way better situation than the Bucks, who had to play Jericho Sims and Ryan Rollins because Brook and Kuz was that bad? Well, that trade, I mean, Fox, Vassell, Sohan, Giannis, and Wemby, all you've done is given up Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper. That's not getting you Giannis. So yeah, if you just give up the most unrealistic trade package to get Giannis on San Antonio so that they don't have to give up their good players, yeah, they're in a better spot than the Bucks. The issue is you aren't getting Giannis for Dylan Harper and Stephon Castle. So, oh, hello, Phil.
My flight was delayed, but I've been paying attention.
Welcome. Oh, Tom Brady.
That's straight hand right there, Mars.
Oh, so he better than Tom Brady?
You don't.
He just tackled him.
You don't know who Michael Strahan is?
Am I supposed to?
Well, he's like the hardest working man in show business. He's on 13 different shows.
Don't think I watch any of them.
Because you're on the wrong side of the pond.
Yeah, because
not only that, Mars, he was an absolute demon on that football field.
Yeah, except for when he broke the sack record and it was given to him like a gift, which was a load of BS. But yeah, other than that, yes.
Oh, he's stat padded?
Shout out Brett Favre.
Absolutely stat padded. And
nice.
the dude whose record he beat, you should look this up, Mars, even though it's not basketball, it's still interesting. The guy who he passed confronted Brett Favre, the quarterback who gave him the sack to beat him, and like called him out for it, like at a public event.
Yeah, we know he be scamming. So I mean, okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he steals money from.
He been doing that for years, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, man. Brett Favre did what he did, man. He was running for his life when he got sacked. What can you say? I mean,
yeah, fair and square.
I have the game on my TV, so I'm seeing it, but I'm not seeing it here. Is there a reason?
You need a VIP, I guess, probably.
I thought I was a VIP. Y'all took it away from me? Damn.
Ox took
Damn,
it away.
damn,
Ox
Cheerio.
has control
That's
of it.
crazy.
Hey, what up, Chill?
Tony Tone, leave him alone.
How you doing, brother?
What's happening, brother?
I'm inviting 2 redheads on Tuesday to debate if redheads are black.
Yeah,
Are they?
saw you-
Do you think
I
they
saw
are?
your post. I saw your post on TikTok.
Mm-hmm. I'm feeling that. Bring the redheads on. Redheads are definitely yes.
You guys think they're black?
Yeah.
There's a whole TikTok trend going on right now that they're accepting all redheads, even of Irish
I
descent.
love redheads.
Come on in.
And I don't want to get
Nice.
Finally,
nice
JB.
job, yo. Way to get down. Way to get downhill.
Yeah, I don't know if they're black, but I still love redheads. So
that's a
if
flop.
If they identify as black, then they identify.
That's a flop.
That's fair.
No, because there wasn't that lady who was the head of the NAACP. Did she get in trouble for that?
I mean,
she didn't identify with enough conviction.
She did, Mars.
I'll actually take it a step
maybe
further
she identified with too much conviction. There you go. Too much conviction.
That's a makeup call. Yep, that's a makeup call right there because that first one was a flop.
Oh, hello, Brad Stevens.
Because I don't know if you know this, Ox, but just so you know, George Washington was a redhead. George Washington owned slaves. So if George Washington is black, he was also enslaving black people.
Well, there
were black slave owners.
There
were black slave owners. George Washington, first black president.
Oh, there you go.
Obama stealing credit, crazy.
Did you know? Did you know? Did you know? Did you know there was
right now?
Yep. Greek slave owners in America? Zero.
Huh?
Zero.
We can't hear you. I can't hear you, Flint.
Foul.
Your mic was just like, I don't know.
Yeah, you sounded like underwater for a second.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that better now? I said, did you know? Because he had said he said he was a black slave owner, and you said first black president. I said, did you know there were zero Greek slave owners in America?
Oh.
Fact.
Nice.
Yeah, you know what? Do you know why?
Enlighten me.
Because we were being enslaved in Greece at the exact same time by the Turks. So I'm all for reparations for both of us. Let's go.
Yes, I did say that, Mo, and I'll say it again because she was.
And thank you, Cheerio. What's her name? Oh, Claire. Thank you, Claire. It's easier to
exactly.
watch.
It's not even technically. She was the biggest system merchant of all time. Like, I don't understand how that's a hot take.
What do you think I was, Hanzo?
Who are you talking about, Mars?
I'm just talking to the chat.
I know this is crazy, whatever it is.
Blew it and won.
He ain't blow nothing. He ain't blow. That's Luke Cornett. Now, Porzingis would have ever. But that's Luke Cornett.
Oh, Mars.
I'm on
she wasn't. So she wasn't.
I've heard this take before. I'm just gonna leave it alone. You know.
You know damn well she was a system merchant, but it's cool.
Nice job, big man.
Way to go up strong. You see, he finished that though. He finished that because he went up with cruel intentions.
Shot.
Yeah, you know what Porzingis would have done? A turnaround jump shot. Oh god, damn.
Hey, and one right back.
You gave it right back.
Gave it right back.
Man.
I don't like
right back.
Yeah, if he's got by you, either you gotta foul him so he can't finish the play, or you just gotta let him finish.
Larry Johnson in the building.
Yeah, it's a
They
pack.
That's not cheering for Charlotte.
I think that San Antonio Knicks series would have been a lot more competitive if Ewing was healthy. I still think San Antonio would have beat them. I just think that it would have been more competitive if Ewing was healthy.
Man, Boston gonna be down 20.
Is that the best?
Wow.
Oh yeah, Boston don't want to win. Boston don't want to win.
That's cash.
No,
yeah.
No, he won't. He's too open. As a 3-point shooter, let me tell you, that's too.
Turn over. Let's go. We're running.
Hey, give me that.
Get that shit out of here.
He ain't see Josh Hart right there.
And one.
Deuce who made the
and
play.
one. And one.
Yeah, I think it was Deuce who got the block.
That was Deuce?
Josh Hart. Yeah, I think it was.
Oh, okay. I thought that was okay.
Yeah, Boston don't want to play today. That's what this is. Yeah, Boston don't want to play. So, shout out to the Knicks. Knicks Pacers conference finals.
That is Deuce. That's not okay. Yeah, that wasn't Josh.
Yep. Shout out to Quentin Grimes, man.
Hey, shit out of here.
Knicks Pacers conference finals. I got the Pacers in 6, but
I need to see that again.
That's weak, man. That's a weak foul.
I need to see that again. I don't know that was a goaltend.
It did not hit the glass. No, it didn't.
It didn't have to. If he pinned it against the glass, it's a goaltend.
Oh.
I need to see it again.
Well, we'll cut the lead down to 18 instead.
No, that's good. That's good. That's okay.
So was bronze block a goaltend?
Yes. It was.
Yes. It was, by rule, yes.
According to the rule book, it was a goaltend. Yes.
As was. Do you remember Jordan's when he was playing with Washington?
Oh,
Two-handed one on Mercer.
Can't
Goaltend.
do that.
By definition, they never.
But Tayshawn's on Reggie Miller's was clean, or was it not?
Yes.
I have to watch it again to remember.
That's inadvertent right there.
You can bat it against the backboard, but you can't pin it against the backboard. And obviously, if it hits the backboard first, everybody knows that.
LeBron being gifted moments again, man.
Yeah, exactly. His biggest moment was a fraud.
I said I wasn't trolling anymore, so I have to chill out. But that one was just too easy.
If Boston finds a way to win this game, are they losing Game 7?
No way.
The only reason they're down right by 20 right now is because they played Porzingis. So if they come back and win this game, they just got to not play Porzingis in Game 7 and they'll be fine.
Can we do polls on here? We should do a poll. Does Porzingis have long COVID, pneumonia, or HIV positive?
Let me see what I can do.
Because those are the only three things.
What does Porzingis have? We have long COVID, pneumonia, Magic Johnson.
I knew you were going to do that. I knew.
Absolutely.
Did you see that episode, Mars, where we had the writer who wrote Showtime, which was the book that they based the show Winning Time on? His name's Jeff Pearlman. Did you see that episode of Fluent and Chill?
I did not see that episode.
All right, so he came on. He's an author, Jeff Pearlman. He wrote the book Showtime, and then the Winning Time, that series on HBO, I think it was based on his book. He came on our show, knowing that Magic Johnson is my favorite player all time, with a shirt that had a picture of Magic Johnson's face, and it said "Stay positive" on the top.
I couldn't believe
my
he did
God.
that.
That's a troll. That's a troll.
I couldn't believe he did that.
Do I even like basketball? I love basketball. Why? What kind of question is that?
It's inadvertent. It's inadvertent. It's inadvertent.
Oh, they challenged it? Oh, damn. Okay. The Lynx are now winning by 12.
All right. That's okay. Boston will cut it down to 15 by half, 7 by the end of the third, and they can make a run in the fourth.
Yeah, it's not that hard to cut into a 20-point lead.
Nowadays, no. 20 points back in the day, it was a wrap. 20 points now?
What's different today than it was 20 years ago? Because guys shoot more threes.
The three ball. Yeah, the three ball.
And the pace of the game is higher.
The pace of the game, but just think about it. You hit
So how do we get speed? So how
you
do we
knock
get
down
the pace of the game
three
like
threes. You knock down 3 threes, and that's 11. And you can do that in a matter of a minute.
You still have to get the ball back though. So how do you speed us up? Is my question.
All it takes is 3 misses. Like you don't even have to do anything bad. You just got to miss 3 shots.
Though.
Or even push out a little bit, and you almost give them, kind of force them to take a 2, right? You can still make up. If you're hitting your threes, that's the key. You have to hit your threes, or they got to start missing. But Boston can get hot. They could hit 70% from 3 for a quarter, easy.
Nope.
Oh, no, not with this. No, not with this terrorist on the court. Forget it.
Yeah, I don't know why they just brought him back in. That wasn't even a foul, but Jason Grill says, "Chill. When was the last time we had 2 teams who have not won a chip in franchise history?" I think he means in the conference finals.
No, because he's saying if Minnesota and Indiana make the final, it'll be 2 teams that have never won.
Okay, 2 teams in the finals that hadn't won a chip.
Yeah. 2 teams in
Let's
the
go back
conference
through
finals
finals
that never
history.
won the NBA championship.
Let's go back through finals history.
I don't think that we've ever had
that. 2021, Phoenix and Milwaukee. Nope.
No, they had one in 71. They
Phoenix,
won in 71.
Milwaukee had the 70s one.
Yeah.
I
don't think we've ever had that.
I forgot about that 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be it. But yeah.
2006, Dallas, Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Did I cook?
You might be right.
Come on, man. I know ball. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
In the conference finals?
L Google search.
I'm thinking about the conference finals. Yeah. Nobody that
Conference finals would be damn near impossible for all 4 teams to have never won.
Nope.
Hey, Fluent, I don't know if I've ever asked you, is Al Horford the first ballot Hall of Famer?
But you're not going to like my answer for that.
Okay.
Yeah, Fluent has beef with the Hall of Fame.
I hate everybody in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, that's right. I didn't know that. That's right.
I don't even think Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady should be in at all.
Wow.
He doesn't think anybody. He doesn't think anybody should be in.
You got Al Horford over them? Do you have Al Horford over them?
Wait, so what's
as far as the career? Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
What's your bar for
especially remember the floor. Remember he got 2 at Florida back to back. Don't forget that.
Okay, I don't know. Before I answer the Hall of Fame thing, hold on a second. I just did a search and it said 1957, the St. Louis Hawks against the Boston Celtics was the only time it happened.
See, Google wouldn't even have helped me. I just know ball. See,
I'm trying ChatGPT because I'm trying to teach ChatGPT ball. So what I do is I ask it questions, it gets them wrong, and then I say, hey, that's wrong, and I give it the correct answer, and then it learns. So next time someone else asks it, it'll be right.
Oh, is that how it works?
I'm a man of the people.
Oh.
And by the way, Mars, just so you know, not the 1%, but the 0.1% should be in the Hall of Fame according to Tone. Not just one.
Oh yes.
No, I'm inclined to agree with it. I want to hear.
I just think that the bar for the Hall of Fame was set low by certain guys like a while back, and then everyone just kind of compares it to the lowest common denominator. So it's always like, well, if this guy's in the Hall of Fame, well then that guy's been in the Hall of Fame, and my biggest beef is that we don't have a pro basketball Hall of Fame. Like I'd like to see like an NBA Hall of Fame or a pro basketball Hall of Fame, so it doesn't allow people. There's different sections for the international and the college guys, right? Because I don't think everybody should be in there, right? Like, what is it, 10%? 10%?
Well, the international guys are playing pro basketball.
No, I understand, but I want separate. Like Tony Kukoc would never make the NBA Hall of Fame.
So you want an NBA Hall of Fame, not a pro basketball?
So I want an NBA Hall. I want a section in the Hall of Fame for NBA Hall of Famers.
Okay.
You know how Deion Sanders wants an elite level in the NFL Hall of Fame? He wants like those guys that are like next tier. I think too many guys get in too easily. And Jay wants everybody in. I'm like 10%.
No, Jay doesn't want everybody.
10% is right now that's. Hold on. If 10% of the players, and I get it, I'm reducing it to the ridiculous. If 10% of players this year made it to the NBA, you're basically saying, or the Hall of Fame, you're basically saying 45 to 50 people, your top 45 or 50 players this year make the Hall of Fame.
Out of 5,000.
That's crazy.
Out of 5,000.
No. I said this year. I say if you reduce it to the ridiculous.
Wait, 10% of people who have been in the NBA are in the Hall of Fame?
So as of today, I think over 5,000 players have played in the NBA, and I think 172.
Yeah,
I want to say 172 are in the Hall of Fame. 172,
like 2%?
And that's not. And by the way, that's not all NBA players. That's just basketball player. Like that includes the Harlem Globetrotters.
Hold on. But you have to also hold on.
That includes guys
when
like
you say 5,000 players have played in the NBA, you also have to understand 2/3 of those guys aren't even starters.
All right.
Well,
so there's bench players who have made the Hall of Fame.
I think the rare exception of bench players should be in the Hall of Fame. I struggle with any bench player being in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
You're on the bench. You're not a Hall of Famer. You're a role player. So for me, to answer your question maybe more easily, it goes like this. NBA player, star, all-star, superstar, Hall of Famer. So for you to be a Hall of Famer, you first have to be a superstar.
So who would be the Hall of Famers of the last, from 2010 to now, who would you have as Hall of Famers from that era? So like the last 15 or so years.
Well, no one, because they haven't retired. But the easy answer is going to be like LeBron, Steph. What year did you say? Starting what year?
2010 to now.
2010, so Kobe. I'm trying to think of players who have not the new guys. I'm not thinking of the Lucas and the Jokers, right?
Shot.
Yeah, this game's over.
Tim Duncan.
Okay.
What about Harden and Westbrook?
No.
Kevin Durant.
Oh God, no. Most overrated player in NBA history. Get out of here.
Okay.
You're joking, right? Are you serious?
Go ahead.
No, he's dead serious.
No,
I ain't even got nothing to say to that. All right, okay.
Yeah, he's dead serious.
Go ahead.
You think KD shouldn't be a Hall of Famer, like for real?
Hit me up in the DMs again, Tony Durant. Get out of here, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not a Kevin Durant. Does not. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not. Something I ain't even.
He'll make it. He'll make it because, like I've said before, he is the most efficient, versatile scorer we've ever seen. So he'll make it.
Just off that alone.
Sounds like a pretty compelling case.
Just off of that alone. Like, we don't even have to talk about scoring and winning and none of that other shit. Just off of what you just said right there, that's enough. Just because I'm the most efficient bucket getter in NBA history.
He will make it in. I think Kevin Durant is overrated. And that doesn't mean, again, please understand. Overrated doesn't mean bad.
It just means not Hall of Fame work.
He's Hall of Fame. He's Hall of Fame. But I just think people have him higher than he should be. That's all.
Where is that?
Most people that I've talked to have him in their top 10 all time, and I don't think he's there.
Okay. I know you don't rank current players.
I don't rank active players.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask you where you have him.
Yeah, I don't have him anywhere.
Even if he isn't ranking him, he's going to score 30,000 points for his career.
He's already done that. He's already done that.
Okay, so the most efficient, in your estimation, from what you just said, Tone, the most efficient versatile bucket getter in NBA history who scored over 30,000 points in his career. I ain't talking about league MVPs. I ain't talking about none of that other stuff. Just that alone is a Hall of Famer.
I said he's in. He's in. I said he's in. I just think he's overrated.
Would Kawhi be a Hall of Famer?
No, he didn't do it enough. Like, he played what? How many actual full seasons did he play?
Including the playoffs? He finishes the playoffs too?
I compare Kawhi Leonard to like Bill Walton.
And he shouldn't be a Hall of Famer.
And he should not be a Hall of Famer. He shouldn't be top 75.
Now, Fluent.
Bill Bradley shouldn't be Hall of Fame. Guys like that lower the bar.
Oh, I might have disagreed with you on the Kevin Durant thing, but whatever. I feel you.
I get
the Kawhi thing though, Fluent. We're going too far now, Fluent.
From Kawhi and listen, but here's the thing, and everyone's gonna talk smack when I say this. Because I don't rank active players, it's hard for me to judge them because I haven't looked to say, because I don't look at them like that until their career is done.
Should Dwayne Wade be in the Hall of Fame?
Dwayne Wade?
Yeah.
Well, if I'm putting in KD and Kawhi, then yeah, Wade's in too.
But if you're talking about not ranking active players, Tone, and you and I have had this discussion, I mean, how much more do you need to see after 17 years, after 15 years? How much more do you need to see?
Listen, I got to stick to my rule. And my rule has always been, since 1980, I'm not looking at you until you're done.
All right.
Except LeBron.
Except LeBron. I make an exception, which everyone says I hate him, but I make the one exception for him.
What about Scottie Pippen?
Okay, so let me ask you this. Do number twos fit into superstar? Again, if you go superstar, and then you have to be a superstar then to be a Hall of Famer. Do they fit into that category? If you feel they do, then yes. If you don't, then no.
I mean, Steph and KD played together.
I don't think being a number two option should make you not be a Hall of Famer when you're that good at basketball.
The way that I look at it, and they're not fighting. For anyone who said that in the chat, they're playing basketball down here. That's why.
Hold them to under 40.
I was going to ask you.
They held themselves under 40. They held themselves
under 40. Louise. This is awful.
Yeah, they're not cutting this down to 15.
Definitely not.
You notice how the leads got bigger again when Porzingis came back in the game?
And to everyone in the chat, you're welcome, because this game ain't worth watching. I gave you something to listen to.
Yeah, we have this game on because we have to have it on. And
That's the only one up.
Nothing else on.
I actually thought we weren't going to do this because I thought this series was over.
Well, Knicks Pacers, I'm looking forward to.
I'm all for an ass kicking, to be honest with you. I'm all for this.
Really? You haven't seen enough of them this?
I'm all for this.
Where are all the people who were victory lapping saying the Celtics are better without Tatum?
I guess they not, are they, Mars?
Yeah, I heard.
Those people are idiots.
Yes. Yep.
Has there ever been a trade that worked out for both teams better than Cat for Randall?
The Luka trade.
Has there ever been a trade that's worked out
the Luka trade. Yeah, see.
The Luka trade.
I just said it before Ox could say it.
How did you don't know if that worked yet? It was not enough. Don't count.
It worked. One team got Cooper Flag and the other team got Luka. It worked.
Don't count the first round pick. You don't. Come on, that was rigged. That was rigged.
Yes,
that's why it worked.
As a player-for-player swap, has there been one that worked out this well?
Yes.
Bill Kawhi for DeMar DeRozan. They got
yes.
Who?
Kawhi for DeMar DeRozan.
How did that work out for San Antonio?
Because they sucked for so long that they realized they had to tank, and then they got Wemby.
To answer your question, Tone. To answer your question, Tone. Bill Cartwright for Charles Oakley. That worked out for both teams, player for player.
But those are not Hall of Famers.
I didn't know that we were talking about Hall of Famers. I thought it was just player for player.
Yeah.
Is Julius Randle a Hall of Famer?
Huh?
Okay, so he the one who said those are not Hall of Famers.
Oh,
I'm going off what he just said. So,
well, by his measuring stick of Hall of Famers, is Anthony Davis a Hall of Famer?
Why do you always ask me the question about active players?
It came to my mind.
Ask me about guys that have retired.
What else do you need
is
to
Steve
see?
Nash a Hall of
For
Famer?
13, if Anthony Davis quit today after 13 years, is he
okay? Let me ask you this. Has Anthony Davis been a top 5 player?
Yes.
For 10 plus years in the NBA, and have all the statistical stuff that he needs to do it, and led his team and won championships.
Do you have to hit all of those criteria?
Yeah.
Oh,
you're a Hall of Famer. You're the best of the best of the best, as they say in Men in Black. You have to be better than a superstar.
I mean,
no, you don't.
I would argue Steph Curry hasn't hit all of those criteria, but I mean,
how has he not hit all those
top 5
criteria?
player for a decade?
He hasn't been top 5 for 10 years.
Was Steph Curry a top
he missed
5?
2020, so one of the years of his prime he didn't even play. And then you're going back. 2015 was maybe the first year he was a top 5 player.
Yes.
And you think he's top 5 today? So let's say we got 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018,
maybe
2019,
8 years.
2021. Was he top 5 in 2022 when he won the chip?
Now remember who we talking about. KD still running around. James Harden.
We can say yes. 2022, that's 7 years. 2023 would be 8 years. Last season would be 9 years, and this year would be the 10th.
So he'll get the same KD exception rule, because KD, as I mentioned, most efficient, most versatile scorer. Steph gets the exception rule because he's the greatest shooter ever. Yeah, there you go.
Well, then
there's always.
Then I will go away from Steph and say, well, Dwayne Wade wasn't top 5 for 10 years.
There's always an exception to every rule. There's always an exception.
Dwayne Wade wasn't top 5 for 10 years.
No, he was not.
No, he was not. You're right.
So would you not have him in the Hall of Fame?
No, he was not. Magic was top 5 for 10 years though. Was he?
Was he?
Yes.
Top 5?
Are you sure?
That's your favorite player, so I don't know.
100%.
So hold on.
Magic is the greatest player of all
time.
So
Moses Malone isn't a Hall of Famer? I feel like top 5 for 10 years is a lot of years to be top 5.
Was Magic a top 5 player in 1981?
No.
Yes.
He was hurt that year.
No, he was not a top 5 player that year.
79-80.
And just so you know, from 1980-81 to 1990-91, it's 10 years. So he wasn't a top 5 player in 80-81.
He wasn't a top 5 player as a rookie.
As a rookie, neither. So those 12 years, he was a top 5 player. Excuse me.
From 82 onwards?
I would say.
Onwards. So what, 9 years?
How many? You said 5,000 players? You said 5,000 players? Is that what you said? There's been 5,000 players in the NBA?
I think 5,500, if I'm not mistaken. 5,500 players have played in
5,500? Okay, hold on.
I feel like top 5 for 10 years is a tough bar to crack. Like, you're looking at maybe like 7 players who have been top 5 for 10 years.
But see, that's the thing, Mars. His Tone's bar for the Hall of Fame.
Like, you're looking at Russell, Wilt, Kareem.
It's the 0.1%. Even though Hall of Fame means What are you you're in the Hall of Fame, which means what are you famous for?
No, I agree with having a stricter bar for Hall of Fame. I remember we did this segment on PC. I said Hall of Fame to me would just be the players who defined the era. Like I wouldn't have all of these guys. I would have like for the 60s, I would have Wilt, Russell.
So
Baylor,
55,
West,
so 5,500, so 5,500
this
players.
is insane to me.
Watch 5,500 players. 2/3 of them are starters. Now again, there'll be an exception on the coming off the bench rule, but for the most part, to be a superstar, you're a starter. Okay, so
Yes.
we eliminate 2/3. That leaves about 800 people. Is 5% of the top 5% being Hall of Famers would be 91 players. So if you're not in that top, I would say 100 of all time, you probably shouldn't be a Hall of Famer. Because then it loses its luster if everybody.
But then can you lose your Hall of Fame spot?
No, so the more players that play, that number continues to go up, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with you with making it stricter. I just feel like the top 5 for 10 years.
This all started. So you know the background. This all started with like guys that were really undeserving. What up, Junior?
What's up?
This all started with guys like getting everybody like
Hello.
What's his name? Nick Collison getting his number retired, and you know this and that guy
Well,
getting
that's more
his
sentimental. But
no, I know, but it started this conversation started with everybody getting their jersey retired, everybody getting a statue, and I'm like, you don't have to immortalize everyone. And I just think we gave too many. We just gave too many people kind of like I don't like numbers being retired at all. I think I like what Dallas Cowboys do, where they have the Ring of Honor to honor their players. And you have to be a special player to get that number to wear it again. Again, some exceptions. There's always an exception. But I just think it became too easy and the bar was set too low. So I thought for the NBA, what I would do is strip everybody that's ever been in the Basketball Hall of Fame and say, okay, for the NBA Hall of Fame, let's look at who are those top guys. Because even when you look at the top 75 list, you could probably find 10 guys that shouldn't be on it. Right?
Oh, for sure.
Easily. Well, that's all I'm saying. I just think, you know,
I'm with you. I'm definitely closer to your side in terms of how these things are done. Player jersey retirements. I'm cool with jersey retirements. I just think they should be exclusive to like Bill Russell and Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant and Magic Johnson. And but those guys should have their jersey retired.
You're going to get Nick Collison. You're going to get, or I think you already got the what's it called? The loyalty award for Udonis Haslem. And I wouldn't retire those jerseys, but I think that takes away from the value of it. I get it why people do it. It's good publicity and blah, 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 blah. But I'm saying as a basketball purist, like here, let me pull up the list. And if you agree with every single one of these, then you're good with it. If you don't, then you agree with me that it's too lax. And anyone who says I'm being crazy and I sound dumb, so you think it should be easier to get in the Hall of Fame? That sounds dumb to me. Anyone who says it should be easy to get in the Hall of Fame sounds like a dummy to me. All right, so let's go. So we got 25. Okay. Carmelo and Dwight Howard are going in 2025. Those are the only two.
Do you agree with those names?
Carmelo. No, they wouldn't be in my Hall of Fame. Let me see. Chauncey Billups. Vince Carter. Michael Cooper. I love Michael Cooper. I'm a Laker fan. He's not a Hall of Famer.
Tone, what is he famous for, Tone? Tell
everybody. Walter Davis? Defense.
Whoa. What is he famous for, Tone?
Defense. Playing 25 minutes a game and playing defense.
Exactly. And with that being said, he was an all-league defender 8 times. That's if I'm not mistaken. So Bobby Jones, Scottie Pippen, Jabbar, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett. And let's see, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett.
Oh, I got 70 more years to go through here. Jay, you're arguing about Michael Cooper.
This is what he's famous for.
He wouldn't be in my Hall of Fame.
Do you agree with all of these guys? Pau Gasol. Okay, Dirk. Tony Parker, Dwayne Wade. Like, I'm not saying these guys shouldn't be in. Tim Hardaway. Is Tim Hardaway a Hall of Famer?
Most of those names you said wouldn't be in my Hall of Fame besides D Wade and Doug.
There you go. Let's see who else. Chris Bosh, Paul Pierce, Ben Wallace, Chris Webber, Tony Kukoc. Again, remember, these guys are in the Basketball Hall of Fame. I'm saying, would they be in the NBA Hall of Fame? Let's be very clear. Kobe, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett. That one might have hit it. That one, I think, hit the nail on the head.
Those guys should have been in the Hall of Fame. I agree with that.
Vlade Divac, Sidney Moncrief, Jack Sikma, Paul Westphal, Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Suns legend, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I beat his son's high school team in high school.
He averaged like 20 and like
he was coaching them, so he shouldn't be in as a coach.
Okay.
Box, you're on mute unless he's talking to somebody else.
He's talking to someone else.
Ray Allen, Maurice Cheeks, Grant Hill. Did Grant Hill have a career long enough and good enough to be a Hall of Famer?
He had a long career. He turned himself into a nice role player and stuff.
But that's not a Hall of Famer, right?
When you factor in like
the
first few years where he was like a legitimate like superstar level player, and then you get the longevity. He wouldn't be in my Hall of Fame, but like I can see why.
So you've already 25% of them you've already said wouldn't be in your Hall of Fame. Steve Nash, Dino Raja.
That's for his overseas stuff.
I think the Hall of Fame is something that you're holding to a higher regard than it actually is.
I like I said, for me, and this is why people disagree because they don't listen when I talk. I think All-Star, Superstar, Hall of Fame. So you have to have achieved superstar status to be in the Hall of Fame. I think it's the next level above, right? It's your superstar, and now they're immortalizing you.
I agree with this
as an all-time superstar.
You just lost me with Kevin Durant, but like I agree with this.
That's my beef with him and his brother. That's I admit to that. That's personal.
But I'm with you. I said because we did this as a segment a while ago. I said for me the Hall of Fame would just be the guys who like were the best of their era. Like each era, it depends on how good the era was, but like the 60s would only have like 5 Hall of Famers to me.
Is Yao Ming an NBA Hall of Famer?
No, not to me. He wouldn't be in my Hall of Fame.
Let's see. Personal, that man don't know you. Hey, Sportney, if that man didn't know me, why are he and his brother in my DMs? Yeah, try again. Next. But Yao Ming, right? Yao Ming, great talent, this, that, whatever, global ambassador. But as far as NBA Hall of Famer, no. You don't go into the Hall of Fame based on talent or skill or what could have been.
Yeah,
John, what do you think? You know basketball. What about John Isaacs?
Jonathan Isaac? All-time defender?
John Isaacs and JoJo White. Is JoJo White a Hall of Famer?
Yes. Finals MVP?
Yes,
that's what he is.
JoJo White's a Hall of Famer because
he wouldn't come close to my Hall of Fame.
If he's in the Hall of Fame, then so's Andre Iguodala.
He got his jersey retired, so he halfway there.
Of course, he got his jersey retired. See,
JoJo White wasn't even.
I think this is so disingenuous, but it is. It's not disingenuous. That's not the word.
It's not disingenuous because
because I think that this is. I don't think it's fair because how you're judging this is you're judging this like you would judge the Pro Football Hall of Fame. In the Pro Football Hall of Fame, I think the criteria, you want it to be a lot more stringent. The Hall of Fame, even if it was the Pro Basketball Hall of Fame, or if it was the NBA Hall of Fame, what is the criteria for you being a Hall of Famer? What is the criteria for you being the elite of the elite? Well, if I'm the elite of the elite, number one, only the top 1% of guys actually get to play in the NBA. That's number one. On top of those guys, less than half of that percent actually get to be a starter. Now, the guys who aren't starters, but they're famous for being exceptional rotation players. They're famous for being defenders. They're famous for something specific. That's what the Hall of Fame embodies. Because one, you're a contributor to basketball, and number two, you're a contributor to your unit. On top of that, with this jersey retirement thing, everybody's standard, and remember who I'm talking to. I'm talking to Tony. Tony is a Laker fan. And with him being a Laker fan, Tone thinks that the the way Lakers are being retired is the way everybody should do it. Well, not everybody is as awesome playing for the Lakers as they were for Charlotte. Everybody, I'm sorry. Everybody
you have to lower your standards.
We're going to use the King standards where everybody should be then in the Hall of Fame.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is.
So, do you think Kemba Walker should have his jersey retired?
You're eating that chicken ox. I'm mad because you're eating that chicken.
I don't agree.
100%.
I think Charlotte should save their jersey retirement for if they do get a player who's worthy of a jersey retirement. Like Kevin Garnett deserves his jersey retired in Minnesota. That's still
I can just say something quickly because Jay keeps saying I only want the 0.001%. 1% of the players who play in the NBA is, if you said 5,500, that's 55 people.
I just looked it up. It's actually 4,800.
Okay, 4,800
as of today.
Okay, 4,800, and how many people are in? Did you look that up?
How many players?
How many NBA? Yeah, how many NBA players in the Hall of Fame?
Let's see. I'll tell you right now, Tom.
I just think if someone's not good enough to have their jersey retired, you don't need to retire it just because they were great for you. Like Kevin Garnett is getting his jersey retired in Minnesota because that's how great he was.
I think
in Minnesota.
This is what I've said too. If your jersey, like, listen, I get it. It's a publicity thing more than anything else, and what he's done for the community. But hold on, let me get this number first because they're down by 30.
Come on, man.
Damn, Minnesota up 20. What the hell happens?
Told you, Morris.
You did tell me. Time to go find another game.
What game? You guys watching WNBA?
I was. Well, yeah, I still am. Just switch games.
How good is that Angel Reese? 39% from the field, 12%
oh, yeah, she
from three.
But we'll see.
Higher, bro.
She plays tomorrow, I think.
Did you find out how many?
I'm still looking. Hang on.
Oh my God. We're not obligated to stay for this whole game, right?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
You are.
This is an ass whooping of epic proportions.
There's no way I'm forced to stay here for this nonsense. Like
100%. This is an ass whooping of epic.
I wouldn't be watching this game in real life.
238. So 238 divided by how many people? How many players you said? 4,800.
4,800.
This is ridiculous.
So 5%. I think 5% is too high.
So, like, that's crazy to me. That shit is nuts.
It should be like the billionaires of the world. It should only be the top 1%.
I think billionaires is less than 1%.
Nuts to me. That is crazy. So that means
I do think
5%
is too high. I do think 5%.
Maybe somewhere in the middle. Maybe we can all agree on 2.5%.
The thing I'm thinking about is like the number of 5%. I'm thinking if you line up 100 for every 100 players you line up, only 5 of you dudes are going in. That's it. The other 95 of you guys are out. For every 100 guys we line up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. The rest of you guys gone. So if I'm doing that, now you want me to cut that down to for every 1,000 guys I line up, I'm only getting 1 guy in. That's it. 1 guy.
That would mean there's only 5 Hall of Famers.
At 1%, at 1%, it would mean you'd have to be a top 5 player. At 2%, you'd have to be a top 10 player. Right now, at 5%, you're a top 50 player. That's too much when you only have
top 50.
Yeah,
in a league of four, how many players in the league? 440. That's in the 90.
No, there's 500 players.
That would damn near mean Jarrett Allen's a Hall of Famer.
There you go.
Okay, so wait. You do know, Mars, that Jarrett Allen would have to sustain this. This isn't one season.
If Jarrett Allen sustained this, and
Jarrett Allen would have to sustain being a top 50 player for a long time, not just for a season or 2 years. He would have to sustain that.
Okay.
For years.
If Jarrett Allen was this level of player for a decade and made the Hall of Fame, I would laugh.
Wow.
And he's a really good player. But I'm with Fluent. I'd be very strict with the Hall of Fame. Very strict with the Hall of Fame. I think
this is nuts to me.
I'm not buying this. Hall of Fame to me, Steph, KD, Bron, Kawhi, I would have James Harden and Russell Westbrook in the Hall of Fame. So I disagree with Fluent on that. But like Anthony Davis, Duncan, Shaq,
no,
Kobe,
wait, no, Russell,
Wade.
Nope.
Harden and Russ have a case.
Those guys would be in like. I don't think I would have Damian Lillard in the Hall of Fame if it was up to me. I don't think he'd be in there, and he's great. I don't think he'd be in my Hall of Fame.
At some point, you're going to have to make a call on guys that it's going to be controversial. Some of them might make it in, some of them might not. That you think were great players, but for whatever reason, be it injury, they didn't do it long enough. They weren't the leaders of their team. Like, so I look here. Let me give you. This is just not unofficial top 50, right? So I'm going to list out what just generic top 50 players right now. Jokic, Giannis, Luka, Embiid, LeBron, Steph, SGA, Durant, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Anthony Edwards. Listen, the first...
You named 8 Hall of Famers and then said Jaylen Brown.
Yeah. Anthony Edwards, Anthony Davis, Devin Booker, Jalen Brunson. At 15, you have Bam, John Morant, Paulo Banchero, Kyrie Irving, Victor, Paul George. Is Paul George a Hall of Famer? I don't know. We're only at 20.
He wouldn't be a man.
Hell no.
Hold on. We're only at 20. Jimmy Butler, Damian Lillard, Donovan Mitchell, Fox, Halliburton, Sabonis, Cat, Holiday. Is Drew Holiday a Hall of Famer?
He wouldn't be a man.
Kawhi Leonard, Julius Randle, Jamal Murray. Is Jamal Murray a Hall of Famer? Everyone's shaking their head. No, I'm only at.
Has Jamal Murray sustained being a top 50 player for the last 7 or 8 years?
But that's what I'm saying. Look at the 50 and say, if this guy does it for 8 years, are they a Hall of Famer based on what they're doing now? Because right now,
what they do. 50. Just so we clear, Damian Lillard's going to have over 20,000 points for his career.
Okay. He's
going to be an All-Pro. Damian Lillard's going to be an All-Pro. But
no, we weren't talking about Damian Lillard. We were talking about Jamal Murray.
Okay, so Jamal Murray. How long has Jamal Murray been a top 50 player in the NBA? Was he a top 50 player in the NBA in 2019?
No. Well, I don't know. I don't have a top 50 from 2019 to tell you. I doubt it.
Maybe. Look at it.
For you to be, because of this criteria.
Let me finish the 50. I'm almost done. I'm at 32. I'm going to skip a couple because like Trae Young, Zion, Jaren Jackson, Lauri Markkanen, Harden, Porzingis. Is Porzingis a Hall of Famer?
Hell no.
DeMar DeRozan, LaMelo Ball, Bradley Beal, Aaron Gordon, Brandon Ingram, Tyler Hero, Sengun, Mobley, Derek White. All of those guys, if they could, according to your rule, if they could do that for 5-6 years, because it's not 8 or 10 years, you told me I was wrong. If those guys can do what they're doing for 5-6 years, which they have, they'd be Hall of Famers.
Yes, they would be Hall of Fame worthy if they were playing at a top 50. If they were playing at a top 50 level, and then you add in the other stuff. So if you add in being an all-star, if you add in being an all-pro, if you add in being a champion, or even going to the championship, if you're consistently going deep into the playoffs, if you're doing stuff like that and you are in the top 50, then absolutely, 100% I'm doing that. But what I'm not doing is I'm not. I'm just so we're clear, because what this sounds to me like the Hall of Fame is Stanford, the Hall of Fame is Yale, the Hall of Fame is Harvard.
What's wrong with that?
That's what this shit sound like to me.
100%.
That's what this shit sound like to me.
Yes.
So that's how I interpret Hall of Fame, because as a non-American, non-North American,
that's what
Hall of Fame is a foreign concept to European sports.
It sounds to me like the Hall of Fame.
But it sounds like something that should be more prestigious than the basketball one is. That's what it sounds like. If you're telling me Jamal Murray is a couple years away from being a Hall of Fame, then I'm just going to disagree. I just don't think.
Do you think DeMar DeRozan's probably going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer?
After scoring over 25,000 points in his career, you goddamn right he is.
Well, he's better than Jamal Murray.
How many guys have scored over 25,000 points in their career? How many guys have done that?
Why is that? But I guarantee everyone who has is better than DeMar DeRozan.
Why is that the bar?
The same reason why the bar.
Oh man, get this fool off the big screen.
The same reason why the bar. The same reason why the bar.
Get your bald head ass down.
I think the same. I think the same reason why the bar is.
Oh, DeMar DeRozan does have 25,000.
I just feel like the same reason why the bar is as high as it is to score 25,000 points. That means that I had to play for a long ass time. The average pro career is 4 years. DeMar DeRozan played 16 years in the NBA. I'm sorry, 17 years in the NBA.
Going,
All right,
and on top of him playing 17 years in the NBA, he's averaged over 20 points a game for his career. For his career, he's done that. How many guys have done that in the history of their career, averaged over 20 a game? Not many.
Is Frank Ramsey a Hall of Famer?
How long did Frank
respect Bill
Ramsey
Russell's teammates, please.
How long did Frank Ramsey play? And on top of that, the pioneers of the game.
Frank Ramsey averaged 13 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and never made an All-Star team.
Respect Bill Russell's teammates. Bill Russell makes his teammates so much better, he gets them in the Hall of Fame.
The reason why this is disingenuous because you're holding those guys to the same standards you holding these dudes today.
He's holding them to being good at basketball. I think that's
and they are good at basketball. Frank Ramsey was good at basketball.
What was Frank Ramsey good at?
The same thing that, well, first of all, Frank Ramsey back then he could score.
Back then, okay.
Yes, back then he could score. And let's be clear about this. If that's the case, Miles, and just so we know, Bill Russell is your GOAT.
Yeah, the greatest defensive player of all time. Yes, he should be in the Hall of Fame. Absolutely.
Right. So he's the greatest. So the scoring part doesn't matter. I can get with that. All right.
The value part. He was just better than Frank Ramsey. Frank Ramsey's in the Hall.
You can admit a guy who never
admit Frank Ramsey is in the Hall of Fame.
So a guy
who's never good enough to be an All-Star can be a Hall of Famer.
So a guy who pioneered the game, and I do think
did he pioneer the game or was he on the team with the person who did?
Yeah, because I don't think Casey Jones is a Hall of Famer. I don't think Casey Jones should be.
Well, I think he's in because of the coaching and stuff, not because of the player.
No, he's in as a player.
I got more names. Billy Cunningham.
Is he a Hall of Famer?
Yes, Casey Jones is.
Well, at least Casey Jones was an elite defensive player, so you know.
Billy Cunningham.
He was good on the Sixers.
Is Billy Cunningham?
I didn't know he was in as a player either. I thought he was in as a coach. I didn't know he was in as a player.
Is Arvydas as great as Arvydas Sabonis was? Is Arvydas Sabonis an NBA Hall of Famer?
NBA, no. But based on everything I've heard about him overseas,
but that's why I said again, people forget the criteria. We're talking about if we had an NBA Hall of Fame. Is Dino Raja, who played 4 seasons,
absolutely not
NBA Hall of Famer? Because he's in the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely not.
Is my guy Vladdy? Yeah, Dino Raja. Is he an NBA Hall of Famer who played 4 seasons in the NBA?
Well, he's not an NBA Hall of Famer. He's a basketball.
Remember, that's what we're talking about. If we had an NBA
of course
Hall of
not.
Fame.
We're not going to do that. But what you're doing, Tone, is now what you're doing is you're moving the bar. So if it's the NBA, half of these guys wouldn't be in. So, but there is no NBA. It's the Basketball Hall of Fame.
But that's what I'm saying. I want to make an NBA Hall of Fame. You told me you'd help me build it. You'd help me build it.
No, I will not. Mm-mm.
We can't build an NBA Hall of Fame?
No, because
I would love to. That sounds like an off-season topic. I would love to do it.
All right, let's do it.
I'd love to do it.
I could get with the Pro Basketball Hall of Fame, but the NBA Hall of Fame, the NBA basketball is the only sport that doesn't have it doesnn't have a Hall of Fame.
I just looked at the score, by the way.
There's a pro.
I've told Ron, I'm not staying for this fourth quarter. I don't know who is. I'm not watching a 40.
This fourth quarter is not happening.
Yeah, they're lucky the third quarter is happening.
I'll still be here. I ain't going nowhere. This is part of the game. I get it.
Tracy McGrady is a Hall of Famer. Tracy McGrady's a Hall of Famer. And he's never played more than 7 games in any playoff run.
But he's also been on the All-Pro team.
More than 7 games. I'll have to say because they blew that 3-1 lead, so he played 7.
He's been knocked out of the first round every year, but he's also been on the All-Pro team 7 times.
He didn't get knocked out. His team got knocked out.
He made the finals in 2013. Now he ain't played, but he made the finals in 2013. He was there. And if he was on the court, he would have got that rebound.
Let's see. Okay,
y'all remember how good T-Mac was when he was playing for the Hawks? When they had him playing like backup point guard and shit too? That was dope.
Yeah, he was a very talented player. 2 more. Guy Rogers and Bill Bradley. Do those guys belong in the NBA Hall of Fame?
No. Who?
Exactly. Who?
I didn't hear what you said.
Respect Bill Bradley, Knicks legend. Respect Knicks
Bill Bradley and Guy Rogers.
Dude, these guys should. Well, again, if we're moving it, if we're moving it to the NBA Hall of Fame, what is the criteria? If we're moving it to the NBA Hall of Fame, what do you have to do to be an NBA or not? Is it NBA or pro basketball? What are we doing?
Sure, go pro basketball. Okay,
so what's the criteria for being a Hall of Famer? What do I have to do?
You have to be a superstar, and then it's the next level up.
So again, I got to get a 1600 on my SATs. I got to get all A's. So it's Stanford. That's what this is. This is Harvard.
It's Harvard. It's Harvard.
Okay, I got you.
I think that's a fair thing for the Hall of Fame.
You haven't watched the panel? You should watch it on Monday.
Even though
the panel Monday, special guest.
Oh, you going
no Hall of Fame talk. No Hall of Fame talk. Yeah, it's a holiday here in Canada, so I'm gonna show up. I'm a roll.
Even though the Hall of Fame is exactly that. Even though the Hall of Fame is exactly that.
If it's the Hall of Famous, then yeah,
that's what it is.
Then there's not enough. Then there's not enough people in.
Then we have to. Then what we have to do is I think we gotta change the name. It can't be. It shouldn't be the Hall of Fame. We gotta change the name then.
Let's do that.
We have to call it. We have to call it. Let's call it the Elite. Let's do that.
The
let's
Elite
do that.
Fame. Yes.
Yeah. No, not the Elite.
Sorry, the Hall of Elite. The Hall of Elite. Sorry, the Hall of Elite.
It's
the
just
Hall of Elite.
It's just the Elite.
Yeah.
Because if you are, because this sounds to me like the 1%. So I already made the NBA, right? I already made the NBA.
Just so you're clear, I'll give you 2.5%. I'll give you. Just 5's too much.
Even if 2.5%. So I already made the NBA. So I cracked the 1%. All right. So now, how do I crack?
No.
Let's see.
No, you can't say the NBA is the 1%. The NBA is the whole. That's 100%.
No,
break it down from there. Don't.
No. How many players? Just so you know, Tony, there's 15,000 high school players.
I get.
Only 300 of them are going to college. That's it. 300 of them are going to college. Of the 15,000 high school players, only 15.
Damn, this guy sucks. What the hell?
Only 300 of them are going to college at the Division I or just playing college basketball. Of those guys, of those 300, how many of them are going to the NBA? Less than that. So now I've already cracked the 1%. So I'm in the NBA. So now what I got to do is I got to crack that even more, and I got to crack the 1% and be even more elite. So the averaging 20 a game for my career, that's not good enough. Nope. I got to do that for 12 years, even though DeMar DeRozan has done that, but he ain't a Hall of Famer. If I'm a league MVP, if I won the league MVP, nope, that's not good enough. You got to do that at least twice.
Yeah.
You got to do that at least twice. On top of that, and
you can't leave your team and go jump to a 73-win team to win chips.
Okay. Okay.
That was a joke. That was a joke. Keep going.
I'm not a fan of the elitists. I'm just not a fan of that. I've never been.
I'm a huge fan of that when it comes to what should be for the elites.
The elite. I like that. The elite.
If we talking about Hall of Fame, I think it should be reserved for just.
Are we able to change channels to go to like the WNBA games? Because
I can't find any WNBA games.
Yeah, I don't know if Playback got a deal.
Well, welcome back, Ox. See, the reason Ox muted himself and went off to another conversation is because his team has no Hall of Famers, so he was part of the conversation.
Well, they have Oscar Robertson, technically. They have Oscar Robertson.
I mean, I don't know how come Chris Webber is, getting disrespected, but
is Chris Webber a Hall of Famer?
By the way,
he wouldn't be in my Hall of Fame.
No, I'm not as honest. Is Chris Webber a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
He got in there, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, in your
yes.
Would you?
The way I look at it, it's like if I'm going off of just like what the Hall of Fame is, then yeah, I think Chris Webber should be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, okay.
If we go off of stricter criteria, which I think there should be some stricter criteria, I still think Chris Webber is a Hall of Famer. He was a great basketball player.
He was a great basketball player. I agree.
I think he was ahead of his time. I think if he was playing now, this would be better for him.
Top 5.
Yeah, because he'd be playing the 4 and the 5. He'd be, and as long as you didn't give him the ball to call timeout, he'd be good.
Imagine dudes like Karl Anthony Towns trying to deal with Chris Webber.
Cat's not better than Chris Webber?
No.
I'm just asking.
That's a serious question, Mark?
I'm just asking.
People forget how, people remember Chris Webber in Detroit when he couldn't move. Chris Webber could move, could pass. He was a problem.
Players
only remember them in the later years.
In the NBA today, all things considered, everybody is healthy. Chris Webber is a top 5 player in the NBA today.
No, I don't think so.
Hell no.
No.
Everyone's healthy?
Everyone, no.
Hell no.
Ox, just you.
He thinks he's better than Jokic, so of course he's gonna say yes.
You think he's better than Jokic?
Yes.
He thinks he's better at basketball than Jokic.
Yeah, so of course he's gonna say Chris Webber is not no top 5 player today. Hell no.
He's not.
Wow.
Webber is not a top 5 player in the NBA today.
And Chris Webber was cold, but
he's not better than Jokic.
Top 10. I think we can have a conversation about top 10.
Yeah, top 15 for sure.
I think we can have a
top 10 is a conversation. Yeah.
I think we can have a conversation about top 10.
Top 15 for sure. Yeah.
Yes.
But then, and again, with everything, it's going to depend what team he's on, who's with him, because if he's not able to utilize kind of his passing skills to guys who can shoot, which almost is everybody now, so he's gonna be racking up almost double-digit assists.
Hey, Chill, you think Jason Tatum's better than Chris Webber?
Yes, I do.
Well, he thinks Jason Tatum's the second.
I don't think that's a bad take. I don't know how like certain I am that I agree, but I don't think it's a bad take. I know he's not top 5 though. That's why I know.
Yeah, no. Top 5.
He's gonna stay with him. You can't sit him down for being in foul trouble, down 34 points.
Let him foul out. That's what I'll be trying to do.
What type of question is that? Are they gonna stick with him? See, this I thought tomorrow, this game, I thought the Aces Liberty was gonna was kicking it off. I didn't know they were playing today.
They got
cannot wait to watch Goat Wilson play basketball tomorrow. The GOAT is back, y'all.
Did you see the coaches? I think it was the coaches voted who's the best point guard, shooting guard, and player they would start their franchise with in the WNBA?
I didn't see the poll. No, I didn't.
You know who they picked?
For what question?
Asia Wilson for everything.
Who would they pick? No, who's the greatest point guard, shooting guard, and player that they would start a franchise around in the WNBA?
Caitlin.
CC, all 3 of them.
Makes sense.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, that's just.
You talk about starting a franchise. Caitlin Clark is worth the most money of anyone in WNBA, right?
Duh.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that's just a bad pick, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm bringing
when you're trying to be a business, I think Caitlin Clark is the most logical pick.
For point guard and all that. For point guard, I'm fine with that. But as far as the best all around, like the player, it's Goat Wilson. Like obviously,
was Chris Webber ever a top 5 player in the NBA?
You can make the argument in like the early 2000s, but
the year he made the year he was first team. The year he was first team All Pro. That was in 2001. The year he was first team All Pro. I'm gonna run down.
Duncan. Sorry, keep going, Chill. Sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
Shaq, Kobe, Duncan, and KG. That's where the love stopped.
So was Iverson better than him?
Shit, forgot about Iverson. Forgot about Iverson. Forgot about AI. Well, wait a second. Okay, yeah, that's right. Those guys.
Was he better?
And all of those guys will be top 5 today too, though.
Was he better than Jason Kidd?
I don't think so. I'll say I don't think he was better than Jason Kidd. I don't think he was better than Jason Kidd.
Yes.
This is the year he was first team All Pro in 2001.
Yeah, he was. He was better than Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd was still in Phoenix, right? 01?
Yes. Yeah. Was he better than Bryant in 2001?
No.
Fluent, you said no?
Nobody was better.
So the guy who just had a whole rant about Kobe Bryant disrespect. You gonna tell me Chris Webber no one was better than Kobe?
This isn't me being disrespectful or using Kobe Bryant's name for a hot take. That's not what
you are about to tell me. Kobe Bryant wasn't better than Chris Webber in 2001.
In 2001, yes, I think
in 2001, Chris Webber wasn't as good as my GOAT.
Those are the same years we was talking about Kobe and Jokic, and you was going crazy. But now all of a sudden, Chris Webber's cool. But Jokic, how dare you?
Look. Like I said about the whole thing. I haven't talked. What happened today? I just heard something. I just heard something and I lost it. But it was more so a buildup. Today, what was said today wasn't really the big deal. It was just the straw that broke the camel's back. You know what I'm saying? There's been a buildup of Kobe Bryant disrespect I had to address today. What was said today wasn't as serious as how I reacted to it. You know what I'm saying? It was just a buildup. But I think that young Kobe, I think Chris Webber was better than young Kobe. And on top of that, Morris, when I was talking about that, I was talking about peak Kobe. Like I'm talking about peak Kobe. You know what I'm saying? If we're talking about 2001,
you was just yelling about the conversation we weren't having.
Oh yeah, I was just pissed, Mars. I was just pissed. You know what I'm saying? But
so we're gonna have a new NBA champion.
We don't know. Denver is right there. We don't know.
This season we're gonna have a new NBA.
Oh, they're not repeating. Yeah, they're not repeating.
Yes.
This game's got 2 minutes and 50 seconds left of me. I'm not staying for the fourth.
Got about 3 seconds left.
Yeah, just letting everyone know. Thank you guys for if you came here to just watch me. Yeah, I won't be here. But it's 3 a.m. I have an excuse. You got me here staying at 3 a.m. for a 30-point.
3 a.m. What are you crazy?
Yes. You see, I sacrificed to be here, and I got Claire in the chat. It will reflect on your pay. I'm here at 3 a.m.
It will reflect in your pay.
I'm here at 3 a.m. and you telling me about reflect on my pay. It's 3 a.m.
Wait a minute, Mars. Do you get paid?
Apparently.
What it reminded me? What was that movie? We Are the Millers. You're getting paid $3 million and you're only giving me 50,000. You're getting 50,000. I'm only getting 5,000. You're getting paid.
Show me where.
That's what I feel right now, Fluent. Like these dudes get paid for this.
I'll only come on if I'm getting paid. So
come to America? No, because then I can't use the time excuse when I want to leave.
I just want to make sure that we just know this. Just so you know, Jaylen Brown just fouled out
he didn't want to play no more. Missoula weren't taking out the starters. He had to take matters into his own hands.
Who is Penn?
You don't know Penn State basketball?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do I? Listen, I'm telling you right now. I was in a room with about 150 people that I know, and I know their faces. I don't know their names. I was just in Halifax, and people were coming up to me. Hey, how's it going? I'm like, hey. So
why doesn't Tibbs take these dudes out?
Because the game ain't finished.
Job finished? Job not finished?
Tibbs is finna make his starters play 40 minutes tonight.
Yeah, they're not coming
out. Game ain't done.
They ain't coming out.
Oh, Penn is the Scotty Barnes fan. Oh, okay. When I did the last episode of the panel he was on. Okay. What up, Penn? No, my bad. I didn't connect the two. My bad.
I'm gonna be honest. If I see the Knicks starters still in the fourth, this is ridiculous. Well, I won't see them, but if I find out that they were in the fourth,
they're not going to win in the fourth.
No.
And let OG or Jaylen Brunson let one of these dudes step on somebody's foot or something and have a serious high.
Come on, man! Don't talk like that.
Now is it?
I mean,
get PJ Tucker in the game.
Me saying that's not going to make it happen. I'm saying that more so.
You're putting bad juju into the world.
I'm saying that more so as like, yo, get these dudes out the game before that does happen. It's me saying it has no control over it.
Is going to be intolerable.
Tibbs playing him is actually could make it happen. So,
is this the first time the Knicks have been in the conference finals in 25 years?
Listen. Oh my gosh. Tibbs is going to play these guys like deep into the fourth. What is wrong with him?
He wants to get fired.
So is this Penn Sayre basketball? Is that Penn?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
yes,
I agree with you. I'm super happy for OG. OG. Do you guys know what happened to OG the year the Raptors won the title?
He ain't playing
when he got hurt.
He was hurt.
Right before the playoffs, he had an appendectomy, and he couldn't play. Right. Yeah. So like he still got a ring and whatever, but man, like that's the worst timing.
Man, it's still an NBA champion. That's the best ring to get, an NBA championship where you ain't have to do anything. I love that championship.
No. He would have helped too.
Maybe they would have lost.
They would not have lost.
You don't know.
The only way they would have lost is if KD came back and didn't get hurt.
Maybe he got hurt because OG wasn't out there. I don't know. Anything can happen. Has a Finals MVP ever been traded the next summer?
Has a Finals MVP ever been traded the next summer?
That's so.
A Finals MVP
the next summer.
I know an MVP who got traded that summer.
Finals MVP traded the next summer. Well, Kawhi was a free agent when he left.
Yeah, he wasn't. He wasn't.
Well, do you count a sign and trade as a trade?
Who did the Raptors get back?
No, they didn't do. No. He wasn't. Nothing. They got nothing. They lost Ed Green and Kawhi and got nothing.
These dudes are still in the game.
No, LeBron's never been traded.
Yes, he has. LeBron got traded to Miami for multiple picks.
Tone is very literal. Like he wasn't traded. He wasn't. He's very just like you, Mike. He's very literal. So very literal.
He got traded.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you look, but hold on, go back and look. Like Miami gave up way too much for that sign and trade. If you think about it.
What did they give up that they shouldn't have given up, Tone?
I'll check. Maybe that's why they lost in the finals. Because they gave up
multiple. Like I think there was like 3 or 4 draft picks. Like there was a lot of like. If you look at it, it was like trade.
A 2011 second round pick, a 2012 second round pick, a 2013 first round pick, and a 2016 first round pick.
And by
I gave up 2 2s. I gave up 2 2s and 2 1s for LeBron James.
No.
And those picks,
trade.
those picks turn into Jay Crowder.
Well, don't do that because that's whether they
hey, Jay Crowder's a good player.
No, because the 2016 one might have been like what's his name?
It was Timothy Luwawu-Cabarrot.
Anthony Bennett or something.
They got Milan Machvan, Jay Crowder.
Just think about it. Miami could have got him for nothing. Hold on, Miami could have got him for nothing just to sign. Yep. They gave up 2 2s and 2 1s, and they love their second round draft picks. You know what I mean? Like Miami could actually probably turn those guys into something. Let's be honest.
Right.
Check out the Valkyrie.
And that's why they lost in the finals. So.
That is a fire name for anyone who's watched like Thor and stuff.
You stupid ass dudes in the chat, like hepatitis. First of all, you're named after a disease. That's the goofy.
His name is hepatitis?
Hepatitis. You're named after a disease. That's number one. And number two, which I think is really interesting. Number two, I'm contractually obligated to be here. I have a contract. So.
Oh, he wants you to leave?
There you have it.
Why does he want you to leave?
No, because we got the goofy in the chat who can't help himself from saying my name. So I said that I don't watch the Celtics when Jason Tatum isn't playing, which I don't. But I'm contractually obligated to be here, so I'm here.
What's wrong with that? I didn't watch the Memphis Grizzlies when Ja wasn't playing.
I look at Kate Martin finally getting some burn, man. She was stuck on. Well, she wasn't like riding the bench all the time in Vegas, but she wasn't getting enough playing time. Shout out to Kate Martin. First Valkyrie bucket. That's what's up. Kelsey.
Vegas, Golden State.
I promise you, your day coming though, bro.
I love Ja.
Yes.
Ja's one of the few guys I'd pay to watch.
Troll shit. Y'all dudes.
He gonna be in the Hall of Fame.
Y'all day is coming.
No, probably not.
Mm-hmm. Y'all day is coming. No doubt about that. Your day is coming.
You don't have to be in the Hall of. You don't have to be Hall of Fame good to be watchable.
Your day is coming.
We're gonna switch out the ball. Oh.
The Golden State.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! You got a ball in the Hall of Fame that only made 1 bucket.
The Golden State Valkyrie. I wonder where they got that name from. The Valkyrie.
Ox left. The Valkyrie. Those are the.
See, Ox don't really like WNBA hoops. Right?
They're like the army of Thor. It's all women.
Mm-hmm.
You never watched Thor?
I've watched Thor. Joe said Kat has eliminated the champions in the playoffs in back-to-back years. He's factually right. Are we gonna ask the Knicks fan how he feels that his team's in the conference finals?
Is there a Knicks fan?
Yeah, he's right next to you.
Oh, he's
sitting in silence, but he is right next to you.
No, on my screen it's me, you, Chill, and then him.
Oh, well,
and he's on mute.
Yeah, he is on mute. So I wanted to ask him. But...
Mars, what up, man?
There you go.
What up, baby?
See, I told you Knicks in 6, man. I told you.
It's up. I told y'all 6-7. I told y'all
6.
I told him before the series started. I said Knicks.
Yo, Mars, you should see now. Look, Mars, I was gonna invite you to the game too. I sat 3 rows behind the bench, but you switched up on me.
Man, I wanted to see the 3-1 comeback, man.
I was gonna invite OG too, man.
I wanted to see the 3-1 comeback. Everyone knows me. Once the team goes up 3-1, I have to go root for the other team. I need to see the comeback.
It's about to be madness out here. That's why I didn't even go outside tonight. I said, nope. Let me just wait till it's over. It's gonna be
technically it's not over yet. You know, anything can happen.
Come on, Mars. Gotta tell these dudes, man.
I don't know, man. Anything can happen, man. Maybe Tibbs takes the starters out. They come.
OG, it's looking nasty out there.
Yo, I want to take it a step further than that. And I talk because my brother a huge Knicks fan. I'm actually afraid for the Knicks. I'm afraid for the city of New York because
they're still in the game.
That's what I'm thinking.
This is like
if
this
the
is
Knicks,
looking crazy.
If the Knicks end up, I'm having some foresight here. If the Knicks won the NBA championship, I for real think they'll burn New York down. Yo.
Nah, they gonna tear the city down, bro.
I think they're.
I
real think they'll burn New York to the ground.
Yo, it's gonna be a movie, bro. Like I was just out there for Game 4. Like,
and it's the first time y'all been in the conference championship in
25 years. Yes, bro.
25 years.
Like, I'm 35, and I ain't never seen nothing like this.
You was in the 5th grade when y'all was in the East Finals.
Yeah, I don't even remember that. Yo, Ox, my guy.
What's up? What's up? Yo, why is Tibbs trying to sabotage?
I don't know what's going on.
Yo, Ox. That's how he do, Ox.
Knicks fan.
This
Knicks
is
fan.
ridiculous.
Yeah, what up, bro?
If the Knicks win a title, is Brunson the greatest Knick of all time?
Hell yeah. You got to be kicking like, hell yeah. Ain't nothing to talk about there.
They're gonna burn New York to the ground, B. Like, shit
Yo,
like
do you
this
see
right
what
here.
we doing to these dudes right now? This is nasty work.
And just
Man,
so
these Knicks better play the safest brand of basketball ever.
I just want to put it on
You
your
can't,
mind,
Mars.
fam.
That's how you get hurt, Mars.
Just so you know, the year y'all won a championship in '73.
Look at him falling over. Get him out of the game.
Oh,
Yeah, y'all won a
ridiculous.
championship.
I'm really upset right now that these dudes are in this basketball game right now. This is crazy.
I told you he was going to play them deep into the fourth. He's nuts.
But yo, that's how Tibbs does, man. That's how Tibbs
This,
do.
like, this is like beyond ridiculous.
That's Tibbs.
That's Tibbs, bro.
This is
These dudes is
negligent.
conditioned for this type of shit. I'm telling you.
Like,
It's not even about
playing
conditioning.
guys heavy minutes and like it's close
It's
games.
just
This man has been beaten up in this game. He's still out there. Jaylen Brunson been hurting his ankle every game. He's still out there.
Yo, Mars.
Damn.
They warriors, yo.
They warriors until someone breaks down.
Nah, chill. Knock on wood, man.
Yeah, I'm for sure not hoping.
Well, you know
on
what?
it,
Though? I don't think they don't play until Wednesday against the Pacers, so they got time.
Yeah, they got some time. They're gonna bring Tyler Kolek. They're gonna bring Akaporti in, Shamit. They're gonna bring them in.
I'm trying to see some.
I'm not even concerned. I'm not concerned with the fatigue at all. If they play like regardless, this has nothing to do with fatigue, for me at least. This is just ridiculous, though.
This is just injury prevention for me. Like,
no, for sure. Nah, he gonna take him out. He gonna eventually take him out, but. That's just Tibbs, man.
Listen, whatever points they put up, you know, non-Knick fans would be like, these dudes out here stat padding.
I got Baylor Shireman on my screen going against Jaylen Brunson. Like, what's going on?
Hey, yo, you know what's so crazy? Like, Jaylen Brown could just go hit up the club uptown real quick right now if he want. I mean, he got a whole quarter to sit. He can leave right now.
What is he thinking right now?
This is genuinely ridiculous.
Yo, Ox, we used to this. Ox, we used to this.
Y'all are not used to being in the conference finals and playing your guys when you're up 30-something points. Like, this has never happened.
You are up 34
that's
in
Tibbs,
the fourth quarter.
They just put it
no
on
one in
him.
the game.
Forget everybody else. I would take Mitchell Robinson out because you're going to need him.
Definitely Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson and Jaylen Brunson are out the game.
Brunson has no business being out here.
I guess Mikal could play.
Mikal's never missed a second of the game, so I guess he.
I'm still trying to figure out. I'm still trying to figure out why Jaylen Brunson is. If they win the NBA championship, why is he the best?
He's bringing in OG.
Oh my God, Tibbs, what are you doing?
He's bringing them in.
Go sit down. OG got to protect himself. Like, Coach, I'm not going in this game. I don't care what you say. Find me. Don't go in the game, OG. Please, OG, sit down.
Yo, Tibbs is a wild man, bro.
Over under.
Oh my God.
Tibbs takes out his starters at 6 minutes in the fourth quarter.
Nah, I would say 5 or 4. I think 5 or 4.
No, OG, go sit down. Don't listen to this dude. He's dumb.
If I'm OG, I'm limping back to the bench and saying, I tweaked my ankle.
This is genuinely ridiculous.
I'm not saying anything.
Yo,
I'm going to look at Coach like, bro, are you drunk or something? I'm not going in this game.
Tim trying to go on 50, yo.
That's crazy.
Oh, man, this is crazy.
Y'all know one time OG missed a whole bunch of time doing household chores.
What's that?
OG missed like I want to say almost a month because he cut his finger doing household chores.
Hey, them finger cuts.
Oh, no, this is crazy.
What are you talking about, Penn? Larry Bird ended his career doing household chores for his mom.
Oh, right.
What do we need for Jaylen Brunson's parlay? What do we need for
Jaylen?
Should have hired somebody.
Please,
I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all
because you know what? If somebody tweaks an ankle and then they lose to Indiana, I'm not gonna be able to.
Facts.
This is a signed Allen Houston basketball.
Yeah, okay.
That's my Allen Houston ball.
I guess one ass whooping deserves another.
Yo, hell yeah.
This was a year after the Knicks went to the finals.
Damn, them bro. Celtics numbers is crazy though.
Yes, sir. I guess one ass whooping deserves another.
Yo, OG, you thought this game was gonna be like this?
I didn't think we were coming back to Boston. I didn't think they was gonna get stomped though. I ain't saying that.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't think it was.
I did not think that they were getting stomped.
After winning Game 5, you think they would have put up a fight?
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
Think so, given that they're better without Jason Tatum, right?
Yo, Penn, I try to tell you, Penn.
What do you mean you're trying to tell me? I was trying to tell them. They don't
he tried to tell you. He tried to tell you.
Nah, I try to tell you, bro.
They are not
you
better
did.
without
You did
Jason.
try to tell you. D's nuts asked said crazy how the Celtics dynasty ended, and then said Tatum and Horford will never play together again. How will the Celtics season look in 2027?
Al Horford could play a couple more years.
How old is Al Horford now? Like 38?
Listen, I disagree. So Jay and Trista think that the Celtics are going to blow it up. I think you're going to be very surprised that Tatum is going to be back by like November, December, by like All-Star break at the latest.
I think that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's what I said too. I think by
All
All-Star
Kobe
break.
came back quick as hell.
Today's medicine says if everything goes well, and don't forget he's already had surgery, 4 to 6 months.
We're looking at it.
But do you really rush him back though?
No, that's why you don't rush him. You don't rush him. But if you think about it, 6 months is November. So All-Star break is what, February?
So you think if he comes back if he comes back 6 months November, let's say December.
Yeah. And they say, hey, let's see if we can hold down the fort.
You think he can play 50 games next year?
2 months? I said All-Star break.
That's kind of crazy, though. That's kind of crazy.
I think All-Star break, so it's probably, 30 to 45?
All-Star break, they'll probably be like 28.
Because All-Star break's typically right after the half of the season, right?
It's a bit after that. It'll probably be like 55 games in, probably. So you'll have like 27 games left.
Okay, so maybe a little bit before. I think they'll try to bring him in for like 30 to 45 games. Again, assuming
I've been operating off the assumption he just doesn't play at all next year. But if he does come back,
that's what I'm thinking. I don't think he plays 1 minute.
I thought that too, but then I started looking up, the typical recovery times for that injury, and it's 4 to 6 months. So, and he's young enough still that it shouldn't take him the longer. It shouldn't take him, So I even gave him 6 to 8 just to be safe, which still brings him back at next season. They've got all these guys under contract. It's not like they have to re-sign or do anything. Everybody's still under contract, so why not?
He's gonna have the best doctors.
I just think it's risky.
How long did KD take?
16 months.
And he also re-injured it.
Did he?
Yes.
He's also probably the example of the best.
KD's the only person that KD and like
Dominique.
KD and Dominique are the only two who have come back and been somewhat close to themselves.
And
KD's still worse.
Jason Tatum was much younger than both of those guys.
There you go.
Yeah, but Mars, he might have been worse had he not gotten an injury anyway, because he was around that age where players do get a little bit worse.
But let's be very clear. For those that are saying rushing, if it says the average person is 4 to 6 months, that's not rushing it to bring
him back. Is the average person coming back to play NBA basketball? They're just coming back to.
Why are they showing this?
He's not the average person though.
Why are they showing me Jason Tatum and tearing his Achilles?
Why are they?
We could do without seeing that.
Yeah, I don't know why they keep showing us. They always do that. Look at this injury, slow motion. Let's zoom in. Look at when the no, I don't want to see that.
They just want to remind Ox what they're missing.
What do you remind me for?
Oh, you mean playoff basketball?
Because you were up there saying that Jaylen Brown can carry this.
I mean, he did for one game. You think Dame's done, Fluent?
Is Dame done? Yeah, I think Dame's done.
Yeah, I think Dame done too, man. That injury. Yeah, I was just talking to J.R. Smith yesterday about it, and he was telling me like that's like the worst injury for a basketball player. He was breaking that shit down.
If you're undersized and if you're old, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a big death sentence for like smaller guards, because that's
But doesn't shooting sort of be the great equalizer? Like John Morant versus Steph Curry.
Should we know who all these people are? Because I don't know half of them.
I don't know. I don't know.
I've
heard of Remy.
You know who Fat Joe and Remy Ma.
Oh, I know him. He's in the museum. Oh, Hall of Famer.
Look at that.
Hall of Famer.
Fake Hall of Famer.
Tim Thomas.
Yeah, he made that big.
Tim Thomas was tough.
Yeah,
Roddy was tough too.
Most underrated
Stark was
in
tough.
NBA history.
Better handles than
Starks
Kyrie.
ain't in the Hall of Fame, is he?
Who?
John Starks. He's not in the Hall of Fame, right? Okay.
Although he was the first undrafted player, I believe, to ever make an All-Star game.
Yes, he was.
That's a big deal. Now Fred VanVleet's done it.
Yo, Fred was cool too. When he went undrafted, all those people were going crazy. He said, "Don't worry, I'll be good. I'll be good."
Yo, Fluent. Are
the
starters still in the game when we come out of this timeout?
8 to 9 months.
Yes.
According to Knicks fan, who's I don't know if he's
they gonna play to the buzzer.
Yeah.
Yo, Tibbs gonna let him rock till I would say, what is it? They're up 104-68. I would say probably pulls them 5 minutes.
You know what Tibbs is like? Tibbs is like the Drago meme where he says if he dies, he dies.
What are we at?
That's basically Tibbs.
We're in May.
There. He's like, if you can't play 40 minutes, I don't want you.
January.
Why doesn't the GM or the owner just come somebody come courtside and make him take them out right now?
That's what I don't get. Like, there's got to be someone
Bad Bunny sitting
telling
next to
this
him.
man, like, God damn.
Tibbs goal.
Bad Bunny got to tell him.
What's his name? James Dolan. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
James Dolan. James Dolan needs to go to get courtside. Walk up to him right now, like, yo, get out. Like, don't even ask. Don't say nothing to Tibbs. Just go make subs.
Next
Dolan
season,
needs to go make subs himself.
Ox. Next season, Tibbs is gonna have Bridges break Will Chamberlain's 48.5 minutes per game record. You watch.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Oh man, I'm so tired.
They going crazy in there. Look at that. That place right there, you can't even move. It's like a little alley between 7th and 8th Ave. Like, no joke, you can't even walk through there.
Crime is down in New York right now. It's way down.
Yeah, what Tibbs is doing is criminal, so I don't know.
So the biggest crime in New York State right now.
I was just there in August. New York.
It's time for Al to let it go too, Ox. It's time for Al to let it go.
No.
He got paid. He got patches. He got patches up there. It's time.
Al's still one of the 250 best players in the league.
No.
He can stay.
I ain't talking about his game. No, I'm talking about what's going on up top. It's time to let that go, yo.
He's a Hall of Fame.
He put Cat back in. He put Cat back in.
He put Cat energy back.
They right there. They right there. They ain't coming out.
But
he took Brunson out. He took Brunson out.
Oh, just so you guys know.
But Mikel got to stay out there. Mikel got
Imagine being a bench player for the Knicks right now.
Yeah, now Tyler Kolek is itching to get in there, and Hagaporty.
Yo, he telling Hagaporty and Tyler Kolek, I don't trust you.
But what about if you want to still bench guys? He really doesn't trust you this much that he still won't play.
Yo, this is Tibbs, y'all.
If I was like campaigning them dudes, like, yo, let me get some run.
Like, there's no way you think I'm this bad that you still won't play.
Yo, he trying to go up 50. I'm telling you.
We're taking prop bets.
I'm OG and Cat. I'm not playing right now. I'm going to sit down.
You might get cut tomorrow.
Cut me. I don't care. I'm gonna still get my ring because I was on the team.
He needs to get fired tomorrow, just for preventative measures.
Oh, the fans are making a chance now for the players. What is it?
Rudy.
Damn.
No, look.
See, they got to put PJ Tucker in now, man. Nah, they ain't coming back, bro. You crazy?
What if Peyton Pritchard goes out for a 50-point quarter? You don't know.
I'm gonna be honest. If they did come back,
nah, that'd be nasty work, Mars. Come on.
I'd want to see it.
Oh, gee, just shoot. Don't be driving all that shit no more. Just shoot the ball.
Okay.
This is practice time.
Yeah, this is scrimmage time now.
23 points for OG. Love it. In facts, like what Fluent said.
Now you're making the game take longer because you want to foul. Oh my!
OG got a championship on his resume, but he did not play.
Look at his face. He's like, "What the hell are we doing?" Like, you ain't
he about to bring Brunson back in. That's what he about
to do. You ain't up 35 right now.
He told Brunson, stay loose.
You got this.
His pop's not going for that. His pops is not letting Jaylen Brunson get off that bench.
Yo, you should hear Rick. You should hear Rick during the games, bro. Rick is wow.
This is
cursing out the fans.
Right this is negligence, criminal negligence right here. We just gonna act like D Rose never happened. Like, bro, sit down. What are you doing?
I'm gonna be honest. I really like. I know JT tore his Achilles and whatnot, but they were down 3-1. I really didn't see a world in which the Celtics didn't get back to the finals. I really didn't see it. Like, even all season long, I thought, yeah, this team's gonna get back to the finals. They're gonna get back to the finals.
Even after the injury?
No. I'm talking about during the whole years, and seeing them lose in the second round, and even with JT, they were down 3-1, like deservedly so.
Like, as soon as they got Mikel, the writing was on the wall.
You ain't think they was going like you was the biggest believer I knew, and even you ain't think they was
dance on them.
No, I was just going back and forth. I was saying the Knicks, and then 1 week I'm like the Celtics, and 1 week I'll be the Knicks. I was going back and forth. Admittedly, I'm not gonna say I just stood on that the whole season, but Yeah, I was pretty
Yeah,
confident.
you were the biggest believer I knew on the Knicks, and and then I watched them like destroy the Knicks like throughout the season.
Hauser better be
like,
scoring. He's getting
couple
paid $10 million.
Oh, God damn.
Is it ridiculous for me to think that maybe I'm just thinking, is there a certain amount of minutes? Is there a certain number of minutes that these guys have to play that's in their contract that they get a bonus or something like that?
Yeah, I don't know.
No other reason. They up 35 with 5 minutes left in the game.
Yeah,
Why are we still on the floor?
OG, I said 5 minutes, right? They still ain't come out.
We need any parlays.
Look at this dude face.
If y'all need parlays.
Like this dude face. Like
that's the only benefit. If you need parlays, the Knicks is your best bet.
We need 1 rebound from Karl Anthony Towns. We need 6-7 points from Jaylen Brunson, and then 4 points from Peyton Pritchard.
Brunson selling. Cat can get that rebound real quick.
I told you Jaylen Brunson was going to sell in like the second quarter.
Well, to be fair, no
other reason for these dudes to be in the game. Yeah. None whatsoever.
Oh, Peyton Pritchard's out. They went to the double bench lineup. Oh my God.
Oh no, don't shoot that.
Baylor Shireman.
He gunning.
There's the Cat rebounds.
Yep.
Yeah, there goes your rebound if you need Cat.
And we're not getting
parlay still ain't gonna hit because Brunson ain't coming back in, but and Pritchard's not coming.
Just turn around and shoot the ball, OG. No need to.
Yeah, just shoot the ball. Don't even go to the rack. Yeah,
nothing with that. Yeah, just bounce.
You can even take him out after that too.
He's working on his game, man.
He got to put Tyler and them guys in now, yo. This is crazy.
I'd be mad as hell if I got
drafted. Did y'all hear about Aaron Gordon potentially being out for game 7?
They say he's out for game 7, right?
We spoke about it.
But that maybe.
Take OG out.
We said if Aaron Gordon's really
take them all out,
Tibbs. You know, it's gotta be tough.
Just take them all out, man. It was belt to ass, man. Take them all out.
Are they finally coming out?
No, just Cat. He's bringing out one by one so they can get an applause.
Yeah,
I ain't mad at it.
Here, Cam, is that campaign coming in?
He should work on his form while he's out there.
Now they about to go crazy. PJ Tucker coming in there. Nah, it's over.
Oh shit, PJ!
Okay, I watched the PJ Tucker.
Crazy.
He should have been in 5 minutes ago.
That's NBA champion PJ Tucker to you.
You know what I really want as a Raptor fan? I want them to put all the X Raptors on at the same time. That would be dope.
How many X Raptors are there?
5.
It's just except for OG. Don't let
OG, Precious. You got DeLon Wright. You got PJ Tucker. I think they got one more. I can't see.
They go PJ.
Oh yeah.
PJ for OG. That's your Raptor moment. All right.
That's fine. That's fine.
Raptor, they were so far apart in terms of the timeline, but
no, they weren't.
What was the
I said 5 minutes. It came out with 4:22. Damn.
PJ 3-time Raptor.
What you?
You know what the line was on this game tonight?
No, don't.
Oh.
I think it was like 2.
No way.
Yes, it was plus 2.5.
I think it was
what?
2.
Yes, it was plus 2.5.
No way.
I mean, it's not that far off.
If you took the alternate spread, oh man,
I don't know what that means, but yeah,
that's crazy.
Damn.
Oh nah.
Yo,
why'd they not bring Porzingis back in? This is the lineups he should be running with. He sucks.
Yo, KP was outside though. All that illness shit, that's bullshit. I see people send me pictures of him at restaurants and shit. He
bro,
sick,
when you got Magic Johnson,
he still got to eat.
Nah, but he was outside, like active.
Yeah, so is Magic. He's just staying positive.
Wait. When you say, because let's be clear, I'm from the Northeast too. When you say active, we talking about a different active. Like he was in the spot.
He was in the spots. Yeah.
Hey,
he was outside.
So he was for real outside.
Yeah, he was outside, bro.
He was outside.
They was sending me pictures. It was crazy. I'm like, this dude ain't sick.
And it's not like he can hide.
What the hell is long COVID? What is that?
COVID?
It's when you have it for a long time.
Yeah.
It really is. That's what it is. It's a less severe, but it lasts significantly longer.
So he's had that shit for 4 years.
So it's basically a cold extended.
Chest cold.
No, it's a flu.
What
COVID is a flu. It's not a cold.
And it's just extended.
There is a difference.
It's the flu on steroids. That's what it's the flu with barbecue sauce on it.
Yeah.
Hey, barbecue sauce be smacking.
I prefer honey mustard, but yeah,
honey mustard be smacking too.
What do you know about? All you guys eat is boiled food with no seasoning. Get out of here, man.
Mars, you got some sweet
I forgot that's my diet. I did forget.
Yes.
Like it confused me. Like, you think I would get that big if that was my diet? Like, come on, man. Right.
Oh, you know what? I forgot how big you are.
Yeah, exactly. Like, goddamn. Like, gotta be eating something good if I'm eating that much.
Fair enough. I don't know. Ice Cube was getting swole off bread and water, so anything's possible.
Yeah, not me.
Turnover. Let's go. We running.
Yo, McBride played
Oh,
hella. Yo, McBride did his thing this
shoots that?
series, man.
Nope.
Oh, Tyler Kolek about to come in for 2 minutes.
There's 2 minutes.
Who's he coming in for, McBride?
Yeah,
Look at PJ hooping. Yeah.
Who's still left?
Yeah, PJ.
McBride.
Let Tyler get in the game. Yeah, PJ. Yeah.
Great minutes by Deuce, man.
They're up by 30.
You have to make sure the win was secure.
Yo,
You have to make sure
Tibbs-
the win was
Tibbs-
secure.
So when is the
Tibbs
East,
make sure-
today is Friday. So when the East Finals start?
They're up by
Tuesday?
32. Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday? Okay.
Yeah,
So
the
Oh,
That's a
21st.
nice little
Yeah.
time off. That's a nice little time off.
That's why I said he's doing it because they got it till Wednesday.
So there's no basketball from Monday, Tuesday.
It's not even a
Damn.
hey,
So you got game 7. No, you got
Game 7 Sunday,
tomorrow.
Monday and Tuesdays is no games.
No, and then Tuesday you have game 1 of the West.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Oh, okay.
that's
Tuesday?
ridiculous.
Tuesday, yeah.
So these
Sunday-
guys get
Sunday
to Wednesday.
afternoon.
They could have just flipped the schedule.
He's
Like,
well,
what?
no, but think about it. If these guys went to game 7, they would have
Yeah, but
played
they
Monday
didn't, so
and
flip
then
the schedule.
Wednesday. Well, maybe they will. I don't know. I doubt it, but
That is nuts.
That,
They
that's
come
the way,
back- if
that's
they
the
come
way
back with
Tibbs is
32
thinking
in a
right
minute
now.
and
Maybe it
55.
could happen.
I just want to let y'all
30
know
point
right
comeback,
now,
2
the
minutes.
Eastern Conference Finals right now, Knicks in 5. Oh,
You
Knicks
really
in
gonna see
5?
the Knicks or the
Hey,
Pacers? in
they're
the
about to
finals. That's amazing.
spank Indiana, yeah.
I got
Onyx,
Pacers-
we
I got
like that,
Pacers in
Onyx.
6, so, you know,
Pacers in 6.
I got Pacers in 6. So you know what I'm saying.
I want to say Knicks. I really do.
7-game series, they said.
Listen, the Knicks need to lose because I'm still mad at James Dolan for not hiring me.
What job were you in line for?
General manager.
For real?
Oh, you missed him on the back door.
Am I
You're trying.
trying?
Yourself in
Am I
line
just
for
really
it.
gullible? Like, what? For real?
Oh, yeah,
you
Precious
really-
getting going too.
are
That's crazy.
Really, really gullible.
There's nothing wrong with applying. You know what I mean?
This is crazy. I'm watching the game. I still don't believe it.
They went in there and
Oh,
beat them by 30,
shit.
B.
Oh,
Oh, he's
no.
gonna screw this up somehow.
And it's all because of
Blew it.
Porzingis.
Oh,
Yeah, if I'm the Celtics, I'm
I
making
did-
every call I can to get Porzingis off my team.
Yo, legit.
I didn't realize Precious cut his hair. Damn.
Honestly, Precious might be one of the most gifted athletes in the NBA that
Huh?
barely anyone talks about. Just doesn't know how to play
He
basketball.
He doesn't play.
He doesn't know how to play.
Hey, I mean, knowing how to play is half the game, and that's a tough thing to learn.
Like,
Don't rub your eyes
He's a 6
after you
foot,
sold the team.
They
he's a
sick.
6'9",
You better wake up.
super switchable, extreme athlete. Just doesn't know how to play.
Do I
Doesn't
remember
get it.
Kenneth Faried? Kenneth Faried would be so valuable in today's game if only he could guard anything.
Hmm.
He just sucks so badly on defense.
Oh, they playing the Oregon like that too?
Oh,
Nah. Nah. That's
Oh my God,
nasty
good
work.
hands campaign.
For a minute. They're gonna be doing this for a minute.
That's
Tyler. Tyler.
Hey,
Let's go,
That's
Ty.
cash.
He waved to his mom.
Get
in
him
the
up
crowd.
out of
He
here,
had
man.
his garden moment.
Fellas,
Nice.
it's over.
It's been over.
We don't
It's
know
been
that
over.
yet. We don't know
It's
that
been
yet.
over
It's-
for an
It's
hour, bro.
38.
It's
38
gone.
is doable. 38
Pack
is
them
doable.
up.
It was over at half.
PJ
Knicks
ain't
in the
going
East
for that. Look
Finals.
at PJ,
It's
man.
over.
Honestly, it was over at the end of the first
Oh,
quarter.
PJ.
Hit it. Let's go, PJ.
Hell no, he ain't letting
Let's give him
PJ
an
score.
assist.
Ooh.
Yeah, get the ball to PJ. Get the ball to
Oh,
PJ.
we're getting a basketball.
Oh.
moment. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
He doesn't know how to
no.
play. God damn it.
God damn, JD.
Let's go. 20 seconds. Let's get PJ. He's cherry picking.
No, that's
No, don't.
Nah,
No,
you're
give
not
it to PJ.
scoring. You're not
Come
scoring.
on.
No.
Oh,
That's it.
boo.
It's over.
Boo. Wait till the final buzzer.
Come on, man. Go and get yourself an extra 2 points right there.
Oh my God.
The Knicks have secured their
Lenny.
spot in the conference finals. Congratulations.
Lenny.
Yay.
Lenny
Mhm.
Kravitz.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations to the Knicks. Do we have any super chats that I didn't read? Oh, Jason Grills said, us putting Shea in these Kobe, D Wade, and Curry talks will ruin his legacy. That's
I
for you, Ken.
disagree. I disagree.
Too early. Too early. That's why I tell you.
Um,
Wait till the dudes retire before you start talking about them.
And then RIP from 501 said Tim Hardaway wasn't in this criteria and he's in the Hall of Fame. Let's stop. Well, I think Flint's point is he
Well,
shouldn't be.
He shouldn't be. That's the whole
Yeah.
point.
Come
That's it for that's it for all our
Was
power.
Porzingis
chats.
on it? Was Porzingis on? He was on the crew with Jaylen Brunson in Dallas. Yes,
Yeah,
he was on the crew with him.
yeah.
I
His
remember that.
rookie and sophomore year.
Yeah.
So Luka co-stars revenge tour. Nice.
Yeah, that does it.
Mm-hmm.
This was a terrible game. For the
Does that put so since Luka lost to Boston and Brunson beat Boston, that means Brunson's better than Luka, correct? By everybody's standards.
That's
that
the
right?
logic. Yeah.
That is how it works. Yeah, that is how it works. Yeah.
I'm ready for those.
Say that one
I'm
more
ready
time.
for those talks this summer.
Say that one
Because
more time.
Luka lost to the Celtics and Brunson beat the Celtics, Brunson's better than Luka.
That's the logic, right?
Just by
Right?
common sense. Yeah, just by common sense.
Oh.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching. This was great. Merry Christmas, and we will see you when we see you.
Later.
We see you on
Knicks,
Sunday.
baby, Knicks, baby.
will
We in
see
there.
you
Let's
on
go.
Yes, sir.
Sunday
Yes, sir.
playback.
Monday on the panel.